Here to watch other people conquer. Welcome back, everybody. We are here with WLDL Se7en versus the Deckers. Hell yeah. Let me just post this in the stream chat real quick. And then we will get into what is to be expected of this. Probably should do this before I start up, but that's okay. There we go. Alright, so Se7en versus the Deckers. This is the upper bracket, so this is UB6. So both of them have won their previous matches, setting them up pretty well for the games ahead. Depending on whoever wins this game is going to go up against the winner of the other upper bracket. I can just show you guys here. Where is it? Here. So yeah, we're at UB6 right here. Deckers versus Se7en. Whoever wins this one is going to go to UB7 versus whoever wins UB5 right here. So, pretty high stakes. So neither of these teams are going to be cast out if they lose. But, right, the more you win, or if you do lose, right, the next game has a chance to be knocked out. Which, terrifying. Yeah, it looks like we're still waiting for some stragglers to get in here, which is a-okay. But yeah, we got Juvu today for the Deckers. Hell yeah. And just looking at Se7en, I think Praetor has been the one to stick out the most for Se7en, right? Like, I don't know anyone who wants to play against Praetor mid. So definitely a big player you gotta look out for. They do like running the Naga on Se7, right? Uranium Heart has been a huge carry as well, so definitely don't want to give them Naga if they have Uranium Heart. That's also a big one we'll be looking for. They also do like CK. I've seen, with this new patch, a lot of stuff is just up in the air. Like, it's been, I think, 2 weeks now. Yeah, there's Uranium Heart. Alright, the whole squad for Se7en is here. Let's go. So yeah, with this new patch, I think we're more acclimated to it now since it's been about 2 weeks. But it's still, right, like, I'm still getting a grip of things. I'm still feeling them out. So I don't think Razor is as strong anymore, so I don't really expect to see a Razor pick. It's like really what we've been seeing right now is like Slark. Slark has been huge. Who else? I think there's been a lot of Tiny. Uh, Lifestealer I saw a bit of, but I think he kind of fell off. Been seeing a ton of Drow. Been seeing a lot of Rubik's. I've been, yeah, that's it. Like Tiny, I've seen Tiny quite a bit actually. Been seeing Pudge. We could see a Pudge pick here. I think both teams have played Pudge, so it'll be interesting to see, you know, what they go for with this new patch, and it's going to be very exciting. I can't wait. Oh, we got Ami. Is this a sub? I'm sorry, I don't remember Ami being on the Deckers. So this might be a sub-in. And if I am wrong, my apologies, Ami. Please forgive me. Yeah, but also you gotta look out for Strilling here. Strilling is the team captain for the Deckers, and she has played really well. I've been impressed a few times with her Alina. I think she did Alina mid. Also been pretty impressed with her carries. So yeah, I'm very excited for this matchup. It's gonna be pretty cool. Looks like we're waiting on two more. I don't know if bots are allowed. That'd be quite funny though. I'm trying to think of who I would like to see. I know Tide and Rubik were the two heroes that got infinite scaling, so it would be pretty cool to see a Tide. Uh, yeah, really just thinking about like what type of heroes we could see come out. Like CK, I think they roughed him up a bit. Right, he lost irrationality, which is a little bad, but I still think he's pretty viable. I do like Void Spirit. Uh, Obviously, right? You can see my previously played game was Void Spirit. Hmm. I don't know what the fuck's happening. Hey, there we go. Four beats and four fates. Let's go. Both of these guys have been very strong as well. I mean, everyone here has been great players. So happy to see that they've made it. All right, everybody's here. Let's get into it. That's weird. And the coin toss is going to go to the Deckers. All right, here's my prediction. Second pick, Radiant. Am I right? Or am I right? Oh, there's the second pick. And there's the Radiant. What? Who could have seen that coming? Okay, dokie. Let's get into the draft. I know Venno has had a pretty interesting change, so he can be pretty annoying. I think Pango's kind of making a little bit of a comeback, maybe, but hard to say. So I could see a Pango. I'm pretty sure Deckers has run Bloodseeker, or I have both of these teams run Bloodseeker. I think Blood's doing pretty good right now. But yeah, in terms of supports, Witch Doctor, big support. Witch Doctor's always been strong. So for these bans, I'm expecting to see potential Lich ban, which has been a big support. Witch Doctor, Warlock is always a strong one. So for bans, right, we're looking for like that sort of lineup, right? Who's gonna ban what? I don't expect to see any Willow bans. But you know, who's to say? There's the Visage ban. That I believe is a specific ban towards Ami being a Visage main or at least a Visage player. So that's going to be taking that out immediately, making sure that she can't get that comfort pick. And then there's the Techies ban, I believe. That's either Strilling or Juvu targeted. I gotta do my homework better. And there's the Naga ban, respecting that Naga. There it is. And the CM ban. All right. I haven't seen too much CM lately, so happy to see that. Oh, yeah, there's the Spirit Breaker ban. Happy to see that guy's out of here. What a hero. That new scepter change is ridiculous.
5 seconds.
I do know someone on the Deckers has been playing Rubik, which is my favorite hero. So I hope to see some Rubik gameplay. But that's just me.
All right, Dyer gets the
so the last ban here, following the Sand King ban. I actually haven't seen Sand King recently.
10 seconds left.
I don't know how he's faring.
Now.
One more ban. Is this going to be like a... They could ban like out another core, or they could ban like the Witch Doctor. I'm pretty sure Greg plays a mad Witch Doctor, so it'll be interesting to see what they let through here.
Radiant knows just who to pick here, I'll bet.
The Dusa out of nowhere. Where the hell did that come from? That wasn't on my radar at all. Has Se7en even played Dusa?
10 seconds.
I have no idea.
We're starting in 5 seconds, with or without you. Dyer's choice.
And we have a Lion. Okay. Got Lion coming in. That may be... I would guess that's for Greg. But Lion has also been a solid support. I mean, I think Lion's just one of the classic supports. Right. He kind of does a little bit of everything. He's got some good CC. He's got a stun. He's got that instant hex. He's also got a slow with mana drain, and then just the nuke, right? Like, overall, I think he's just one of the more classic supports. So, always good to have. Alright. Are we going to see a potential AA? No, it's going to be Tree. Okay, hell yeah. Oh, I have not been in the chat, my bad. So, if you want to read that, there you go. Yeah, man, Trien. Trien's had a few changes to him. His old scepter is now his shard, unless they change that again. And then also his scepter is something completely new, giving him a more potential core build with his scepter. But I don't think people really play him core. I think he's still just a support. The Bloodseeker ban coming out, I like to see that. But yeah, I mean, Tree is one of those interesting supports, right?
5 seconds.
Because it's like, he doesn't have a stun. He's got AoE slow that's, like, depending on your positioning, right? It's really reliant on the positioning for that Nature's Grasp. But he does do some decent heal, gives some good armor, which now is just block, or like a certain amount of block on his living armor. He does some decent heals, and then his ult is really nice as well. So, an interesting hero that has some good team composition. You just have to work with him. Darkseer and Timber ban coming out. Not wanting the Praetor Timber. And the pick is Lifestealer, picked immediately, making sure that the Deckers can pull him out before Se7en has a chance. Interesting.
10 seconds. 5 seconds.
All right, who are you looking for here, boys? Could see a CK. We still could see a Witch. It's gonna be the Slardar. Okay. They have picked Slardar before. I think that's going on Tommy Toon or Ray. And yeah, I mean Slardar. What? Not
10
much more to
seconds.
say. It's a Slardar. I do like the Slardar into the
5
Lifestealer
seconds.
though, right? Having that bash that pierces spell immunity. He's one of the
Dyer's starting to
few
pick.
cores who likes to man up on a Lifestealer. And there's the Venge. Okay, I believe this would be for. Gosh, if I get this wrong, I'm sorry. I believe Venge is for Tommy Toon, and that would mean Ray on the Slardar. But yeah, Venge has also been
10
picked by
seconds.
Se7en a whole bunch of times. It's a comfort pick for them. So not
5
surprised
seconds.
to see it come out here. They did change her scepter a little bit, so it's not as broken as what it was, but it's still pretty good. And with her innate now being like the soul strike, where she naturally gets the on hit effects for melee and range, it just makes her that much better for trading in lane. So they already have some
All right,
pretty
Dyer's
good
turn.
heavy hitters. Oh, it's gonna be a Rain Master. One of Lynx's favorite heroes for sure. I mean, I'm interested and very interested to see where the Deckers go with this, because they have some
We're
strange
10 seconds
team
out.
fight
Plenty of
at the
time to
moment.
tell an announcer you love
And
them
they are
if that's what's in
lacking
your heart.
stuns. They
5
don't have
seconds.
any stuns at the moment, which is a bad position to find yourself in. So these last two picks are really going to have to bring this team together for an off lane and mid. I do like the Ringmaster, but again, I'm worried
Radiant's up.
about how their team comp is going to work. It's going to be the Beastmaster, probably for the off lane. Oh boy. Beast, you don't see very often. But yeah, that Primal Roar is super effective. I believe his scepter is still the drums, so giving him
10
damage,
seconds.
AoE damage, and lifesteal. A very strong pusher
5
and
seconds.
team fighter. I am still just worried that they only have one stun on the side of Deckers. So their catch is going to be severely lacking at the moment. Really putting a lot of pressure on this Beastmaster. How are we going to retaliate? They usually like to leave Praetor for last pick. So I still think we could see a CK here, right? Carry CK is totally still on the table. I could also see the Slark. Slark, I mean, this is like almost a perfect Slark game, right? They have no heavy stuns besides Beast Call, so you're gonna be able to get Dark Pact off like literally for anything. And
Radiant
Slark's
gets
really
the
good
ban.
into Lifestealer. Oh, it's gonna be the Clinks. All right, setting up for a backline Clinks gives them that tower push, because Clinks just burns through towers. But yeah, I mean, I like it. I
10
think
seconds.
the Ringmaster is gonna have some pretty decent saves though with the box here.
We're starting in 5 seconds with or without you.
But yeah, I don't know how good their catch is, right? Like that's just the thing I'm looking at Deckers is I think they're lacking catch. So I think
All right,
Uranium
Dyer gets
Heart's
the
gonna
ban.
feel pretty happy with that. Banning out the Void Spirit, again, as I've been saying, Void Spirit's been pretty good at the moment. I honestly think the Deckers are looking for a spirit.
10
I believe
seconds. Just long
it's,
enough to regret
gosh,
every choice you've made
I
if you hurry.
believe Four
5
Fates
seconds.
plays mid? Or is it, I mix them up. Four Beats, Four Fates. Sorry, guys. But yeah, big
Radiant's up. Banning time.
spirit player on the Deckers side. So I think they might be looking for a Storm or an Ember for that catch, right? But again, still lacking in stuns if they do decide to go that route. Banning out the Dazzle. Interesting.
We're 10 seconds out. Plenty of time to tell an announcer you love them if that's what's in your heart. 5 seconds.
All right, down to the last two bands. Who are we not going to see?
Dyer gets the ban.
The Quap is banned. Definitely could give that jump. Not necessarily catch or lockdown, but would give that jump and DPS for the mid game.
10 seconds. 5 seconds. Radiant's turn to pick.
And the Meepo ban, man. I would love to see a Meepo game. I mean, Meepo has just been really strong with those consecrated wraps. Just yeah, what a strong item for Meepo. So he's been on the rise in
10 seconds.
Games. So honestly, not surprised to see him banned. So what are we looking for here? What is Praetor going to take? I mean, LC is available. Could do an LC. Getting down to the wire here. 15 seconds left. I mean, LC into Rainmaster is also pretty annoying, though. It's going to be a Drow. I was not expecting to see a Drow here. Drow, I've seen Drow picked quite a bit recently, at least in some pubs, so I'm not quite sure what they changed on her. But
Well,
that's going to be interesting, right? Drow giving the buff to Clinks is going to be pretty nice, but I wasn't expecting to see a double backline like that. They do have the Slardar, but Slardar is their only front line. So with a Lifestealer Beastmaster, they could be in a bit of trouble. They'll heavily be relying on Lion and Slardar for initiation. But yeah, I think Strike 7 might be lacking a bit of that front line, but that's okay. They know what they're doing. Hey, Lynx, how's it going? All right, what are we going to see here? We have a Zeus. All right. I like it. Giving the big magic damage and vision for this, who is a mid Clinks. It's a mid Clinks. Oh boy. Oh god, look at that Rainmaster. I hate that. Is that just like a Rainmaster with the basic head? Oh my god. Alright, but look at these hats, man. I love that Clinks. Clinks looking pretty fire. That Drow, the cat ears looks pretty fire. We got the Arcana on Tommy Toon. Ray looking nice with those shoulders, but that's about it. The lion looks dope. Look at that tree, though. Okay, the Beastmaster does have a pretty nice set. I believe that's that Monster Hunter. I mean, honestly, just out of principle, I want to give it to Strike 7 for that Raidmaster. What the fuck, Juvu? What the fuck is that? That is gonna haunt me in my dreams tonight. Oof. Yeah, both teams looking pretty nice. Yeah, I can definitely see faults in both team comps. So it'll be interesting to see which one prevails and which one suffers. I swear, I feel like these waiting screens are longer than usual. All right, let's get it. All right. Yep, Strilling picking up the Beastmaster. Love to see it. We're gonna have the introductions from the Gregs.
All right, get ready.
Yeah, 4 beats picking up the life stealer. Here they come. Alright, we want to see first blood.
I'm a showman. The rest of you are the circus.
Wait, Greg X.
Are you lost?
I actually just confused myself. Craig. How would you pronounce that? Greon? That's the lion, at least. Alright, it's going to be a very basic team swap here. Both teams taking the other side's jungle. Nothing too exciting here. Pretty basic. So in this early stages here, I mean, hard to say, right? Depending on if Four Fates can keep their mana up, Zeus can have a pretty easy lane, staying out of range from Praetor on this Clinks.
Here's how I see it. You've got an ancient.
I think Uranium Heart's gonna have a pretty easy lane against a Beastmaster.
Should have an ancient. Are you kidding me? Get mad.
And they just trade runes. Very nice. Alrighty, gonna have to keep an eye on this Juvu on Rainmaster to see how he plays. Okay, looks like we're gonna get an early blocked camp from Ami, who picked up this interesting Treant. So, offlane Treant with Beastmaster. Yeah, 2 melees versus a Drow. I think that is going to be pretty nice for Drow. Okay, trading right there. Just hiding out in the trees. You gotta love Treant. At the same time, I think 4 beats is going to be pretty happy top as well. I think both carries are fine with their lane. Got some nice trading coming mid here. Praetor taking a decent amount of damage. You gotta respect the static field. Right, Zeus can dish out a lot of damage with his right clicks. Does he just get... Yeah, he just gets 3 charges now? That's crazy. At level 1, gets 3 charges. I mean, Juvu doing a great job at trying to zone out the off lane. Right, giving a lot of space to 4 beats at the moment. That's exactly what you want to see from your support. Okay, good pull by Ami. Trying to pull this lane back. Oh, I almost missed it. Praetor, you are getting a lot of damage here. Yeah, like I do think it favors Zeus a bit. He just has to be incredibly mana dependent. Yeah, Tommy Toon's going a bit deep. Might have been looking for a courier there.
Dire is scanning for enemies.
I like that scan. You know Tommy Toon's missing. Want to make sure they're not doing an early rotation. Still waiting on this first blood. Nice pull from Juvu. Needed to pull that back for Lifestealer. Hey, courier kill, let's go. Nicely done, Tommy Toon. That's the first blood in my heart. Rushing the Falcon Blade on Praetor. I think that's... Ooh, we got a fight from Juvu and Ray. I don't think you want to stand next to a fish that big. Death Pact coming in pretty nice for Praetor there. Gonna be able to keep his health about, hopefully above half, right? Oh my gosh, Tommy Toon snipes another courier, and that was the wand for 4 beats with a bracer. That is huge. Tommy Toon doing what he can to prevent this Lifestealer from having a good lane. Oh, Ami in a bit of trouble with that slow, but Uranium Heart would take too much damage trying to run through that creep wave, so just gonna back off. Go stun onto Juvu. Yeah, I don't think that there's much kill potential for the Deckers early game, just because they are lacking stuns. They have some decent slows, but they just don't have that catch, right? Praetor manning up on Forfates. Forfates getting the jump away. Gonna be able to pick up some water runes here. Ray and 4Beats just manning up on each other. Juvu coming in to help. Already used the wand. Does have the Lotus, so I don't think he's in much trouble. There's the stun onto 4Beats. He's going to be A-okay, though. Who is going to die first? Ami. Oh, there's the stun. Ami getting real low here. But Uranium Heart as well, taking a lot of damage from these axes. Man, everyone, like, it could go either way. We're just teetering on the edge. Like, is first blood gonna be mid? Is it gonna be bottom? I don't know. Yeah, shipped out of clarity for those axes. Very important. Man, went 3 levels into Death Pact. That's how much Praetor wants this health here. Gonna be able to kill this catapult, though, which is gonna be pretty nice. Australian really just trying to pressure Uranium Heart, who's showing 160 health at the moment. There's the axes. It connects. Uranium Heart might be thinking of just trying to go back to heal. Otherwise, he could die there. Here it is. There's the axes. Gonna miss, but the blood grenade comes out with the Nature's Grasp. But who's gonna go down? The silence. Ami trying to run away. The Hex. Drow picks it up. Uranium Heart gets first blood. I thought that was gonna go to the creeps, but nicely done. Strilling just getting away with no health herself. But Tommy Toon coming in with rotation. The stun for Fates goes down to Praetor. Nice rotation from Tommy Toon, getting the stun to set up for Praetor on that rune. That is exactly what you want to see here, folks.
How about another?
Hey, Popo. Good to see you, man. Yep, they just picked up first blood on Uranium Heart, so I think they're pretty happy at the moment here. So yeah, this is exactly what I think is going to happen, is in this early to mid game, the Deckers is just lacking the stuns for the catch, and it's going to be really hard to set up the kills. Although Uranium Heart getting these stacks, getting pressured by Strilling. 7 minutes coming up. It looks like Tommy Toon's getting theirs. And Ami's go, oh, but here's Praetor rotation onto Juvu. He doesn't have Escape Act, so he's just going to fall immediately to Praetor. 4Beats is going to be forced to vacate. Nice rotation. Yeah, these boards are just pushing them further and further out. Uranium Heart dropping down to 55 HP. Strilling is just looking for this kill here. Oh, the axes don't connect. Oh, that would have been brutal if that canceled the South. Oh, we got something going top. Going on Tommy Toon, taking a lot of damage from this Escape Act. But Ray able to back him up and save. We do have Thunder God's Wrath, though. We have multiple low. This could be devastating for Strike 7 if they get a Thunder God's Wrath. Oh, that's a DD Thunder God's Wrath. Oh, no. Look out, people. There it is. There it is. Oh, Praetor taking a huge damage. Death Pact is going to actually save him at the last second. Oh, that was a big damage, but nobody is going to fall. Great save by Praetor. Maybe you could have coordinated a bit better with the rest of his team, saying, hey, go, go, go. Maybe he did. I'm not in their comms.
Don't look now, but
Just spying on their
Radiant's
comms.
bottom tower is getting obliterated. Okay,
But yeah, I thought Raider was going to die there for sure. But this bottom tower has been taking damage steadily thanks to Strilling, putting on this pressure from these axes to push both Greg and Uranium Heart out of lane. So, still doing pretty decent on last hits, 29. But this Uranium Heart 41 to 18 denies as well. I mean, yeah, it's been a really good lane for Uranium, as well as 4 beats. Oh, we got a rotation bottom from Juvu. Strilling in trouble, gonna fall down to Uranium Heart with a rotation from Praetor. I missed that the first time. Yeah, Praetor doing his job, just being active, getting kills around the map. Very nice. Are we going to see a Scepter rush or a Blink rush on this Beastmaster? I think he needs a Blink. Oh, here comes Praetor. Taking the ward. We are getting 6 now on the side lanes. We have Primal Roar. That is their one stun. That is their setup. That's what we're going to try to watch out for. But here comes Praetor, rotating top again, probably hoping to get this 4 beats. Alright, here he goes. I don't think they see him. They don't see him. Oh, he sees Juvu, but he's looking for 4 beats, I think.
If you're in the vicinity of Dire's top tower,
there he is. They're diving. There it is. Ooh, escape act. Gonna temporarily save him, but with 3 on top of him, I don't think that's gonna be enough. Falls to Praetor again. And the instant TP to stop this push mid. Man, you gotta love Clinks, right? Instant killing catapults is a very big skill to have. Alright, looks like Juvu's coming bottom. Probably hoping to just push this tower for the last bit. Push Uranium out of this free farm, essentially. There's the stun, tower damage as well, but Uranium Heart taking a lot of damage. Silence onto 2. Very nice. Oh, there's the roar right on Uranium Heart under tower. There's the Hearts with the fear. Is this going to be enough damage? I don't think so. They're going to be forced to run away, and there's the unicycle. That's a 2-man rotation bottom, though, to try and back up Uranium Heart. They get the stun from the line, and the finger is going to take Strilling down. Good pickup. Getting the first finger death count. Thingy, majig, whatever that's called. Looks like 4 beats is opting to go for a Radiance on Lifestealer. I think that's pretty common, right? Again, I don't know what this patch has in store. Here comes Strilling. Doesn't have Primal Roar for 40 seconds, but gonna try to defend here. Uranium Heart took a lot of damage. Ami is invisible with his Nature's Guise, but they see her. There she is, getting bashed to death. Praetor picks it up. The silence on the Strilling. The tower falls, so they are vulnerable now. They're forced to run away. But here comes Praetor looking for another catch. The Corrosive Haze on the Juvu. I don't see the catch here. They do have a swap, but not close enough. This is all of Se7en bottom. They might try setting up for this Wisdom Rune. There's the ward to show it. But all of this is space for 4 beats.
Radiant's middle tower is about to be a pile of smoking rocks.
It is, damn, 7-0 at the moment. 4 beats needs some space. Oh no! Zeus falls to Praetor. I didn't see it. Yeah, I got level 1 strafe to give him that extra attack speed. Yeah, they need something on the Deckers.
trouble from the way it's being destroyed.
Nice dust. Good damage. Okay, yep, this is going to be a scepter rush. Unfortunately, I think that's a bit too greedy. Right, they need something. I think it's a blink. Alright, like they need some sort of catch. They need some sort of damage to pull them back into this mid game here. Deso going on the clink soon. 14 minutes. Strilling picking theirs up. And Tommy Toon getting the second one. Happily so. Almost got a phylactery on the Zeus. Hopefully we see some good rotations here. But, oh, Ami, gonna find Uranium Heart right here. There's the Roar on top of her. It's gonna be a lot of damage. There's the Zeus ult with the Overgrowth. I forgot what it's called. Finally takes down Uranium Heart. Huge pickup. That's what they were looking for. Nicely done. Very nice setup as well.
Some people call you friends. I call you co-stars.
Yeah, with this phylactery, hopefully we see Zeus getting a bit more active. Oh, Ami coming top. Gonna defend this top tower. Need this Wheel of Wonder, though. Juvu lagging behind on levels here, unfortunately. Let's go ahead and switch to net worth. Raider sitting on the top, followed by 4 beats and then Uranium Heart. Wow. Alright, here they come. We got 4 beats hiding in a creep here. But this is 4 top, and oh, we have a pause. Oh no. Oh no. Alright, let's... Oh. Nope. Okay. Quick potty break, I guess. Oh boy. Everybody, make sure to get up and stretch. Yep. I mean, it's only been like maybe 25 minutes. But get up, stretch. Yeah, it's actually 8:42. Damn, yeah, it's been a little over half an hour. Oh boy, we got a phylactery shard. Interesting. What is Four Fates doing? Is this like a... Would this just be for farming? Is that it? Picking up shard for farming? Because I don't know how useful it is in actual combat. But yeah, they do have a sentry right here, so they are going to see Praetor. They don't have Overgrowth, they don't have Wheel of Wonder, they don't have Thunder God's Wrath, and they're not going to have Infest, so they literally have no ults. I'm not too sure about this fight here. Even if they see Praetor coming in, if he's able to get Death Pact off, I don't know if they have the damage to take him on. I don't know what they're chatting about. The rush on Manta is very smart. Right, looking at their team, you just need a Dispel, and you're pretty happy. Gonna be going Hurricane Pike next. With those 2 items, I think Drow's gonna be pretty good and be able to build whatever she wants. God, that's a lot of sweet tea.
Yes!
Hey man, I do love Arizona sweet tea myself. It is an interesting choice to have your boots in your backpack. Okay. We're all back. Are we ready to go? Okay, we are ready to go. Let's get back into it. What's going to happen? Here we go. They see Tommy Toon. There, they see Praetor. Goes on to Juvu with the escape back. Gonna be able to get away, but there's 4 beats on top of Praetor. He's not gonna be able to get away, but there's the Death Pact right on top of Ami. Falls to Finger. There's the Wheel of Wonder catching 4! Praetor falls down in front of it. What's gonna go down? Tommy Toon and Ray fall to Strilling and 4 Fates. What a time to get Wheel of Wonder. Gonna try to catch and follow up, but not gonna get it. Damn. I mean, Greg happy to get another finger kill, but what a turnaround. Great Wheel of Wonder. I'm going to be talking about that for days now. Nicely done. This is going to allow them to push top, but here comes Ray. Going to cancel TP, actually, and so does Praetor. They do have a Roar up, so that's probably the right call. But that top tier 1 is going to fall.
Horse racing, rugby, cricket, or curling. But if I was, got them a high bet on Radiant's top tower coming down.
Damn, look at these pterodactyls, or whatever the fuck these things are called. What? I mean, I know they're like called raptors technically now, but that's a pterodactyl. I'm not a dinosaur expert, but that's a fucking pterodactyl. Okay, here we go. Praetor gonna be found by 2. There's the overgrowth on top of him. Any way that he can get out, I don't know. Trying to get out, but the Zeus ult comes out and he goes down. Great catch onto Praetor. Their vision is paying off at the moment. But yeah, they had Sentry and Ward right there. That's gonna actually allow them to push this tier 2. The fort comes out. Almost has Radiance on 4 beats. But they're going to stay here. They're feeling pretty confident. They don't have Overgrowth, but they do have Roar. And this Wheel of Wonder is back up. All of Strike 7 showing up to defend this tower. And they're backing out. Yep, good snipe on that Ward.
Radiant's middle tower is hanging on by a breath.
Looks like they might try going for 4 beats, but they are going to see them on the Ward here. They want to go for Uranium Heart. Oh no. There's the silence, but there's the Nature's Grasp. Strilling almost going down, but for the shield from Living Armor, gonna take Uranium Heart down. That level 4 Living Armor, giving that physical barrier, gonna allow Strilling to survive and take down Uranium Heart, who just happened to travel a bit too far. Radiance completed on 4 beats, and this is starting to look pretty up for the Deckers. With the lightning hands on Zeus now, which I think is a little stupid. You need a shard to shoot lightnings from your hands as the god of thunder. You know, whatever. Alright, Praetor, a little alone at the moment. Gonna be careful not to run into 3 of them here. Oh, they see him. There's the invis, but the dust catches him. The dagger isn't gonna hit. They're gonna keep chasing. Oh, not that way, Praetor. There's the roar onto Praetor. Gonna miss the fear. The Wheel of Wonder comes out. There's the dust. Gonna slow. There's the Zeus ult coming out. Praetor can't get anywhere with all these slows. And gonna fall to Strilling. Strilling getting these much needed kills because they almost have Scepter. Alright, I think we just gotta get this blink on Slardar. Alright, the Deckers have really been pulling this back. Oh, Tommy Toon taking a good amount of damage, but 4 Fates has no one around, so just pushing this tier 2. Don't think Strike 7 is looking to defend. Yeah, once they get this blink on the Slardar, gonna actually be able to make these plays. Yeah, that's a tier 2 down at 20 minutes. Very nice.
A fitting bounty.
Scepter completed on Beastmaster. That is huge. And almost got Scepter on Zeus too, damn. Here comes the Tormentor. Tormentor did get a buff, so it has a bigger shield that regens slower. Juvu taking a lot of damage, uses Escape Act to get out. But that's going to be a nice shard. Spotlight. Is it True Sight? Yeah. Yeah, so it does. What a great shard to have against Clinks. Gonna be able to reveal invisible targets. Oh boy. Blink Dagger completed on Greg. There's gonna be some catch. And Blink almost on Ray. These timings are starting to come together. But here's a smoke. They're looking for something. Something's gonna happen. Probably not a tea party, but something will happen. Oh, Juvu runs into Uranium Heart. There's the stun. Greg goes in with the blink. Juvu taking a lot of damage. So close to dying, but he falls to the Wave of Terror. But Greg falls to 4 fates with that Zeus ult. Slardar onto 2 with the big stun. Uranium Heart forced to run away, but Greg, that's too deep for you. Jumping in, there is the Overgrowth. But Praetor trying to take out 4 fates. I don't know if he has the damage. Forced to be run away. Doesn't have Ghost Walk with 4 beats right on top of him, but Uranium Heart coming in to hopefully finish the job. Forced to jump into Ami and run away. A 2-for-2 trade. Honestly, I think that's probably favoring Se7en at the moment. Uranium Heart was able to survive and get a kill on Destrilling for that dominating kill streak. Very nice. You gotta love a Lion who's willing to just go at a moment's notice. They saw Juvu and Greg was like, mine. I don't care if anyone else is around, I'm jumping. Gotta love that enthusiasm. Getting close to this Blink Dagger for Ami. Gonna be a pretty big value to help set up that Overgrowth. Blink Dagger now completed on Ray. I think this is probably what we're gonna be seeing here, is Praetor playing the split push game. Gonna be picking up a Hurricane Pike as well.
Hands off the merchandise.
We're probably gonna... Oh, no, we're seeing a Manta on Strilling. Oh, Ami falls to Greg. It's another finger kill. But oh, gonna find Juvu as well with Praetor. Nice pickup. Those are both supports down. Could, ooh, with this DD, that might open up definitely a push on this tier 1. Don't think they'll get a tier 2 out of it. Strilling looking for Uranium Heart here. Or I think just hitting a lane. Yeah, Manta pickup on Beastmaster is really interesting here.
Dyer's middle tower has kicked the concrete bucket.
Not bad. Man, I thought for sure it was going to be a blink on that. Se7en Yasha almost on this lifestealer to make 4 beats. That much more tanky.
Radiant's middle tower is hanging on by a brick.
Both teams just being pretty respectful at the moment. Just like, yeah, we want our item timings. Everyone take 5 and just hit the jungle. he is, Beastmaster is universal. Alright. Well, you know, sometimes this happens in games. Action kind of dies down, and everyone is just trying to get their next time in. Dude, we have almost Scepter on Zeus. Alright, that'll be big. That's a good timing. Nice for Greg to give Uranium Heart some mana. Just showing the love. This, Atos is just gonna, you know, be nice to reapply all these roots that they have. Their slows and their roots for more catch. Yeah, Force Staff going on Venge, BKB on Slardar and Clinks. Hurricane completed on the Drow. Gonna be going to Lincoln's for that roar. I like it.
I think we understand each other.
Scepter completed on the Zeus. Gonna allow to give more vision and more damage. Here comes a smoke onto 4. Oh, Uranium Heart, you gotta be careful here, dude. All 5 are here. Run for your life. If your life was in danger, which you don't know. Oh, here it comes. There, he sees it. That's 4 staff out. 4 beats showing a bit too early, and without that blink on Strilling, not going to be able to get a catch. Uranium Heart's life is saved. Oop, nice little Tumbler's toy. Blink Dagger as well on Ami. Yeah, these guys are good. There's like, hey, we hit our timings. Let's run at them. Manta on the Beastmaster. Here's Praetor just sitting top. Next to Forfates. Oh, here's the setup. There, finds him right on top of him. Gets everything off, but not going to be enough to save him. That Deso does way too much damage. Nice pickup by Praetor. That's going to open up a good portion of the map. That's a full rotation. Looking for Praetor here. Dusted. But, again, no real catch here. Oh, Uranium Heart is opting to go for BKB. BKB is a very big item. Greg gonna be going for the Lincolns. I see you, Greg. Get the Lincolns and throw it on Drow. I like it. Oh, another smoke coming out onto 4. Gonna be looking for another pickup here. There's Zeus ult, but it goes through smoke. Well, no, they're not smoked. Here it comes. Ray, look out. There's the Atos with the fear. The Nature's Grasp slowing him down. Easy pickup for the Ami. It's open wounds, that's right. There's the Blink Dagger on the Beast. Gonna be coming out. Gotta love Thunder God's Wrath. Given that vision for those ganks. Gonna allow them to take this tier 2, but don't fret, because Praetor is pushing bottom up to take this tier 2 potentially. But they know he's bot, so they're like, hey, let's just go high ground. That's a tier 3 getting pushed. There's the roar onto Uranium Heart, but the swap. There's the overgrowth onto 2, but the 4 staff out, and the silence. Who's gonna go down here to being able to get the 4 staff out? 4 beats now taking a good amount of damage. There's the Wheel of Wonder, not gonna be able to catch anybody, but gonna split the map. But there's Greg coming out with the Hex. Juvu's gonna fall. Might have been a bit too deep of a dive there from the Deckers. These 4 staffs are doing their work. "30 minutes, Roche is available, and with this shield rune, they might think about doing it, but they're chasing. Here comes Praetor. Who are they going to find? There's the dust onto Praetor, but Omni's going to fall immediately. Praetor, though, is in the middle of a Nimbus. With the swap, going to be able to get out, get the Death Pact off, but 4 beats is chasing nonetheless. BKB is popped. Ray falls down to 4 fates, and then Praetor falls to 4 beats. Damn. It's really taking a lot of damage. There's the finger. Going to try to take him out, but 4 fates is in with the jump. Here comes 4 baits with the open wounds. Is going to slow him down. The stun, but the rage, he doesn't care. Uranium Heart going to TP out. Se7en thinking to chase could be good, but not going to be good enough. That's a 3 for 1. I like this Ghost Scepter pickup. And there's the Roche. Almost got Scepter on 4 beats as well. This is not the fastest Roche you've ever seen, but they're doing some decent damage. Alright, here comes Strilling. Hopefully this will help out. Oh, don't die, Strilling. Roars Roche to ensure that she doesn't die. That's one way to do it, I guess. Roar is down for 1 minute. That's okay, I'll be up before they push high ground. Scepter and Aegis now on the Lifestealer. 4 beats is a monster. Oh, they're gonna find Praetor. Nope, Juvu gets found by Praetor. Gonna try to escape act, but just doesn't have the reaction time. Praetor gets another kill. I mean, this is what Clinks does. The more that Praetor can do that, the less likely it is they're going to push high ground with this Aegis. Ooh, Meme Hammer on the tree. I haven't seen that in a while. That is going to help with pushing.
Top tower, I'd put on a hard hat. That baby is coming down.
Blink Dagger on Strilling now. There's the catch. Praetor gonna find 4. No, 4 beats finds Praetor. I did not see what happened there. But damn. That is a tanky and deadly Lifestealer. Yeah, I mean, Praetor had to have been found, right? He doesn't have a Basher, though. So maybe, I think the Nimbus might have... Yeah, it must have been the Nimbus that canceled his TP. This will definitely allow the Deckers to push high ground here. Here we go. How are they going to deal with this Lifestealer? There's Uranium Heart with the Glacier. Going to give some extra damage and attack range. Nimbus comes out. There's the jump with the Silence onto Ami. Immediately cancels the Overgrowth. There's the stun. The escape back to save. Alright. We got a bit of time before Praetor's up. There's the Atos. Oh, the blink. There's the Overgrowth onto 4. Big Manta out. But here comes the stun from the call. And now the swap out to save Uranium Heart. BKB's Bray's going to fall. Tommy Toon's in a lot of damage. Going to fall again. Uranium Heart is stuck in the trees with the BKB. Going to be able to take down 2. But here's 4 beats right on top of him. Uranium Heart falls. But here is Praetor bringing more damage. Juvu, the one in trouble, just gets fingered to death. Oof. 4 fates, took a lot of damage there. Trying to dive this tower. They did get it down almost to half health. But what a dive. Did get a pretty deep ward in there. I mean, I gotta say, the Tommy Toon has been great with these saves. Very well played. They gotta have some way to deal with this Lifestealer, though. Who just picked up Basher? God damn. That's gonna be terrifying. Almost got BKB on the Slardar. That's gonna be big for these fights. Staff on Rainmaster. Nice, nice. Alright. Is this going to be another high ground push? But here's Strilling. Might be doing a bit of ratting, a bit of farming. Got the meme hammer. Scepter going on Drow next. That's going to help deal with this lifestealer. Silence. There's the Nimbus. There comes Strilling. Has the roar. Jumps on top of him. There's the roar. There's the swap out, though, and the overgrowth down. Greg's in a lot of trouble. Tommy Toon and Ray caught in the wheel, but forced to run away. But 4 beats was inside Uranium Heart with Praetor on top of him. That's 3 down on the side of Strike 7. This is going to be the high ground push that the Deckers needs. There's Praetor onto Juvu doing some good damage. Actually picks him up. Praetor trying to man up on this 4 beats. That is going to be Rax, though. Still has Aegis, though. You gotta look out, right? Like, this is an Aegis on Lifestealer. That's not what you want. Praetor, gotta get out of there, man. There's the open wound, slowing him down. 4 beats is right in him. Literally in him. Oh, gets back into Fountain with the Gust, getting him back into the Fountain. Oh my god, is the damage here to take him down? Oh my god, 78 health. He can't go that way. Gonna try TPing out, but there's the Clinks. Praetor picks up 4 beats. The stun onto Praetor, even though he's BKB. There's the stun. 4 Fates is gonna TP out, but what a pickup by Ray onto Strilling. Damn. That's gotta be the play of the game right there. That has to be like that. I gotta go back and watch that. That's insane. Ami trying to push this, but gonna get the TP out. No, cancels TP. Ooh, that. Ooh, the invis. Does you have shard, slither and crush. Oh. Ami gets the blink. Still just gonna be a tree in trees. Yeah, that. I mean, I love to see that. I gotta check to see who 4-staffed Clinks. All right, because Praetor got 4-staffed into Fountain. And then the Gust back into it. Oh, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. That is what you love to see, people.
You can tell Dire's middle tower is in trouble from the way it's being destroyed.
It is still anyone's game at the moment.
Dire's top tower is really taking a beating.
Oh, they're gonna go for Torm, but they gotta be careful. Zeus has ulti. Okay, no one got that low. They have the damage with this Corrosive Haze. And Clinks. It's a lot of damage. Oh, 4 beats. 4 beats. Be careful, you're all alone. They're definitely gonna... Oh, there's the silence. Just gonna miss. The stun is gonna miss. 4 beats is gonna run away. They have Corrosive Haze. Is this gonna last long enough? Oh, jumps into Praetor with the Nimbus. There's no backup, though. Can he kill Praetor? BKBs, gets the full heal, but the swap out. There's the stun and the finger. Uranium Heart takes down 4 beats. That was a lot more clumsy than I would have expected. I was expecting to see Greg jump in with a Hex, but they got him in the end. Ghost Scepter pickup on Juvu. Completely understandable. Gonna be going AC on Strilling. That top tower is gonna fall, but they're pushing bottom. They don't care. There's the fort. And all of the Gregs TP back. I mean, again, no 4 beats, so they want to fight this. They're looking for a catch. Ami is in the middle of everything. Oh, there's the blink in. Onto nothing. They're going to find Juvu. There's the nullifier. He can't go Scepter. And that is not going to take it off. Juvu falls. Ami is just being a tree, man. Hitting the tower. Trying to do damage to it to take it down. Really just... Is she going to be able to take it down? Here comes Uranium Heart. There's the blink out. Oh, there's the TP. Are they going to find him? There's the swap. They do. With the Corrosive Haze, going to fall down to Praetor. Good attempt, Ami. I gotta say, yeah, valiant effort. Almost got the tower and almost got out. Yeah, that's a really pick up on Nullifier from Praetor there. That changes the game. These guys don't get the drums, do they?
Dire's middle tower is taking one hell of a beating.
Doesn't look like it. Zuzalt came out. 4 Beats is on top of Tommy Toon, who swapped out Praetor. 4-staffed up the cliff. Gonna try to TP out, but there's the fear. Tommy Toon, there's nowhere for you to go. I mean, I like the idea, right? You're a bird, just fly away, but not gonna be enough.
Go for my master. Good stuff. Radiant's
No buyback on Tommy Toon. Here comes the Roche. The second Roche, it is going to roar, but I don't think they can contest this. I think they want to stay high ground. It's going to give them the Roshan's banner as well. Who has the scepter on Uranium Heart, but doesn't have enough for buyback. That scepter's gonna be huge. They know Praetor's bottom. Praetor does have buyback though, so it's not the end of the world if he dies. We're gonna look to pick up this wisdom. They know that they're bottom. I mean, once he gets this data list, probably has damage to go through backdoor, honestly. AC completed on Strilling, gonna be able to push these towers a lot faster now. They see him top. They know he's up there. Alright, Uranium Heart TP's back for this defense. Ami ready to go with his Overgrowth. They have everything up. They have Aegis. This is what they're looking for here. Alright, let's see it. There's the meme hammer. They see Uranium Heart. There it is. There's the jump onto Uranium Heart. Where's the swap? There it is. There's the Wheel of Fortune and Overgrowth. Gonna go right into Fountain with Uranium Heart, but Greg's gonna fall to 4 beats. Tommy Toon falls to Ami. Praetor takes out Juvu in the back and trying to fight his way out. Forces the BKB, but Ray, now the one in trouble, running back into Nimbus. So much shit happened there, but there's 4 beats taking a lot of damage from his Drow. There's the Finger, but gonna block most of the damage with the Rage and gonna heal up. Uranium Heart is stuck. That's a buyback for Uranium Heart. Praetor just runs back through everybody, even though on low health. That's gonna be a Rax pickup. Jumps the 4 beats, but 4 beats jumps into Ray. Ray's stunned with the bash. Gonna fall. Does have buyback, but Ami's gonna fall to Praetor. But 4 beats can't fight this Praetor and Drow at the same time. That's 2 falling with 4 beats. 4 fates, actually. Trying to man up. I don't think he has the damage here. Nice swap. Nice pickup. That's 4 down. Strilling forced to run away and TP. But they did get bottom racks. Yeah, like if Drow and Clinks are hitting you, that's a that's a shitload of damage. You got the shard on Ami, starting to get these trees for the vision.
Well done,
Very nice.
everyone. I've got some notes.
Are you lost?
Yeah, that scepter is huge for Drow. What are they doing? Are they going to try to push this? They do have all buybacks. Here's Praetor.
Hope Dyer's middle tower is insured. That thing is standing on its last brick.
Juvu being smart, staying up high ground.
Dyer's tower is stone dead.
Here we go, high ground push. The tower's gonna fall pretty quickly. There goes the fort. The Nimbus comes out. I mean, they gotta be careful. 4 beats is up pretty soon. Strilling is here. Does have Blink up. There's the overgrowth onto a few. There's the roar right under Uranium Heart. That's gonna be a dieback, but Strilling falls as well. They get mid-racks, but Drow's down for 120 seconds. And Greg is having a hard time with these super creeps. Damn. Yeah, Uranium Heart stayed a bit too long there. They've had some great catches with these overgrowth. The damage from Zeus. And then, of course, the follow-up with this Primal Roar. I am surprised that Uranium Heart hasn't picked up a Lincoln's yet. Might circle back for it. Greg is still working on his. Yeah, there's one of the new items. Krella's Crozier? Crozier? However the fuck you pronounce that. It's a pretty interesting item. It's like a Necro's Ghost Shroud. We're gonna be picking up a Revenant's Brooch. Nice. Oh, that's a Divine Rapier. That's a Divine Rapier on Praetor. Oh, there we go. We have a Divine Rapier, people. There's a Rapier on the battlefield. Look out. Ooh, that's a gem on Strilling, though. Look out.
Radiant's middle tower is about to be a pile of smoking rock.
Oh, boy. Drow up in 25. They gotta hold high ground here. No Aegis, though. They have it. Pretty much everything up except for Thunder God's Wrath. 20 seconds. There's the swap. 4 beats in a lot of trouble with the Hex and the stun. That's a double kill for Praetor with that Rapier. He's doing way too much damage. Holy crap. I mean, 4 beats just got fucked. Like, sorry to say it that way. There's the jump. Nullifier. Gonna get the blink out, but Praetor now taking a good amount of damage. There's Juvu with the wheel, but gonna fall instantly to Praetor. Holy crap. Just looking for more catches. Strilling is here. Are they gonna find Strilling? I mean, Strilling's in an awkward position. Blink out. They don't see her. They do have buyback on a few. So buyback on Lifestealer and buyback on Tree. But yeah, that Rapier immediately paying dividends. Oh my god, look at the damage. 4 fates. Holy crap, look out, man. That's a Daedalus Deso Rapier on Clinks. That tower is going to fall so quickly with this multi-shot too. It is too much damage, dude. Uranium Heart is not here. He is defending. Alright, in terms of racks, it's evened up now. Still anyone's game. 50 minutes in, and it's still anyone's game. Hey, there's the Lincolns on the Drow coming out. Much needed. But Revenant's Brooch on the Lifestealer. Gonna be given some spell, lifesteal, and some crit. Magical crit, actually. Roche is up. Or could respawn in 1 second. So Roche could be up. They have a good ward here. They're scouting out Ray. Here comes Zeus with a haste. Finds Greg. There's the Nimbus coming out. Greg, that's a double jump. Oh my god. or fades. What the hell was that? I love that. Wow, 3 heavenly jump charges. Jump in, jump out. Couldn't even hex or stun him. What an amazing play. Getting Greg out of there is huge. No Roche yet. Juvu looking to just be a ward at the moment. Oh, the tower's going to fall to this meme hammer. Ami gets the tower. Nicely done. I mean, especially with this rapier, you definitely could just rat and through backdoor. Definitely could. Ooh, do they see Ami? There's the meme hammer. There's the silence. Drow gets stunned by the meme hammer. Trying to find Ami. Does get the blink off, though. That would have been quite interesting if she died due to that meme hammer. That would have been great. Like, you know, not like, depends on your perspective. It would have been a funny moment. Alright, Greg is up. Looks like Se7en is looking to just, you know, stay high ground. Like, hey, we're high ground. Oh, it's a blink out. Not going to be able to hit anything with that meme hammer, though. Juvu taking a good amount of damage. Like, this is really where Drow and Clinks shine, right? It's like this late game high ground is brutal to go into. Here goes Strilling, looking to try and get some damage on these. But Roche is up. 4 beats wants the Roche. There's the roar. I mean, I'm waiting to see if Praetor does try to be a little rat. 4 beats taking a lot of damage because Feast doesn't work on Roche, so actually having a hard time doing it solo. And here comes his team to hopefully back him up. Honda E-Blade on the Zeus, that's a lot of magical damage. Here we go, that's going to be another Roche. Or the Deckers, they've gotten every Roche. That's a Refresher Shard. Who's that? Is that going on Juvu? I'm like, give that to Beastmaster. Yeah, there you go. Got a jump Refresher Shard. That's going to be sick, dude. Raider looking probably for a pickup. Going Scepter now. I mean, well, we'll see what happens here. This is going to be a push for the last racks mid here, though. Praetor is going to decide to TP back. They have Aegis again. But with the damage that Se7en is putting out, I think they're hoping to only get the racks here. Right? It's like they need the racks. There's the banner. Banner's dropped. There it is. There's the jump. There, Lincoln's broken. Doesn't get the refresher. Strilling in trouble. 4 beats taking too much damage as well. That's 2 down. No buyback on Strilling. Chasing by Ray. Ami's now in a lot of trouble. But here comes 4 beats. Praetor in a lot of damage. Jumps into Praetor. The BKB. That's not going to be enough. Praetor falls. Divine Raper's on the ground. Buyback. Uranium Heart. There's the overgrowth. I don't think anyone's picked up the Rapier. That's just going to be a whole team wipe with Juvu not being wiped. So 4 people down. Praetor is able to pick up his Rapier. And they save the racks. Oh, I mean, good attempt, but they were not expecting the Lincolns on Drow. So that initial jump was wasted, or that initial roar got wasted. And then the instant stuns coming out from Greg. Greg has really put a wedge into the Deckers' plans. This Lion has been insane for Se7en. Greg living up to his team's name. Scepter completed on Ray, giving him that bigger puddle. Because what fish doesn't like a puddle? They do have buybacks on Zeus. There it is. Another buyback on Lifestealer is available if needed. But they want megas. How are they going to... They have about 10 seconds on Beastmaster right now. Here it goes. There's the buyback on Lifestealer. Praetor, you gotta look out. You don't have BKB. 4 staffs out. Yeah, they know that they are not strong here. They get the tower, but they're just gonna head on out. Scepter on Praetor, though. So, yeah, the army got dropped. Oh, man. 56 minutes. 4 minutes till tier 5s. I mean, that is a buyback on Praetor as well, I believe, right? Where's buybacks? Yep. The Uranium Heart, Juvu, Tommy Toon, and Greg has buybacks. So, a lot of buybacks have been used. So, if somebody goes down, they're most likely out for pretty much, 120 seconds or something like that. There is Greg's Lincolns. Let's go. He's been working on that for like the past 45 minutes. Hell yeah. Praetor might look to get a pick off here. But with this 3 heavenly jumps though, I don't think he can kill Zeus. Man, he probably has damage to burst him, honestly. Yeah, like, I don't think the Deckers want to push a high ground. They gotta get a pick off. They gotta look for something. But this is also where Clinks shines, because it's like, if they're gonna be split like this, Clinks is gonna be able to find someone. Right? If they don't have vision on Clinks. Is he gonna try to rat here? Oh, they see him. They see him. There's the TPs. Through backdoor. He has BKB. I'm gonna BKB. He can't get out that way, and he's just gonna TP. There's Overgrowth. Is gonna cancel it. Praetor's in a lot of trouble. Nimbus, Roar, everything comes out. Dead. Drops the Rapier. 120 seconds, no Clinks. Rapier on the Zeus. That's exactly what they needed. I mean, dude, I get it, Praetor. These gates suck. Even BKB, you can't run through them. Oh, that is exactly what the Deckers needed. I'm really surprised that he went for that. Even, like, standing here and the creeps went on him, I'm surprised he still went for that. Alright. Almost got Satanic on the Drow. I think you just gotta get that, my dude. Because here comes the Deckers, and you have no Clinks. I mean, that Rapier, spell Rapier on the Zeus. Oh, they find an illusion of Drow, so baiting out Nimbus, very nice. Here we go, there's the spotlight. BKB used 4 beats on top of him, but Ray on top of the back. There's the meme hammer, gonna miss everything, but Ray with BKB gonna be forced to run away. The stun onto 2. There comes the wheel. Gonna hopefully make space to get these racks, but there comes the fort. They're just baiting them in. 4 beats taking a lot of damage. There's the jump, the roar, the hex. Where'd the hex come from? Strillian has a hex. 4 beats in the middle. There's Satanic used already, but there's the Overgrowth on top of Uranium Heart. Ray falls down to 4 beats, who was inside of him. Under tier 4s, 4 beats is on top of Uranium Heart. Here we go. There's the swap out. What a save. But there's the jump by the Strillian, but goes down to Uranium Heart. Tommy Toon buys back. The gust onto 4. Can Uranium Heart get out? No, he can't, but there's the buyback. Ami is going to fall to Tommy Toon, and they're forced to run away. 4 beats trying to pick up these racks, but in a really bad position. There's the swap back, the silence. Jumps into a siege creep. Gonna be able to get out. These fights are ridiculous, people. Oh my god. We have Klink's backup. Juvu picking up a DD, but there's Praetor. Oh no. Look out. Praetor finds you. There's the Force Staff. There's the Nullifier. Juvu, you're in trouble, man. Gonna fall anyway. Yeah, that Nullifier just makes it so that you can't do anything. It is a 2v4. No one has buybacks. One Rax. The Rax are matched up again. One Rax. Like, I don't think I've ever seen a game like this. Where Rax are just, you know, pretty consistent. Yeah, Praetor checking for vision. They still have the Rapier on Zeus. Here they go, going uphill. They see everybody. There, the army is dropped, going for these tier 4s. Baits out the fort, but with no... Strilling has 10 seconds here. Are they going to be able to fight this? I don't think so. 4 Beats does not have the health. Megas for Se7en. Uranium Heart gets the silence, but gets the rage off first. There's the swap out. Here comes Strilling. Praetor forced to BKB using a cheese, maybe? What was that? The shout onto Uranium Heart, but no good follow-up. Praetor has the demon inside of him. That's going to be too much damage. Praetor down, no buyback, but Strilling falls, no buyback. Uranium Heart is fighting 4 Beats here. BKB used, but there's the Hex onto 4 Beats. The stun and the finger not going to be enough. Uranium Heart got to get away from this Lifestealer. There's the Nimbus with the Overgrowth. That is going to be Uranium Heart down. Greg falls, does have buyback. Tommy Tuna is left. This demon hops in the Angel and gonna try taking him down. Gonna try to TP out, but the Skull Basher isn't going to allow it with the Scepter, but that's not going to be very helpful. Buyback from Greg. It is Ray and Greg versus Ami, 4 Beats, and 4 Fates. I mean, they have to kill this Zeus. Zeus is doing way too much damage with this Spell Amp Rapier. God damn. I mean, the Ancient's exposed. This is so close. 62 minutes, tier 5s are available. But here they go, 4 Beats. Just going for tier 4s. They know there's no buyback. They want to end this. There's the stun. Nimbus onto Greg. But I don't know how they're going to defend this. Here they go. They got to try something because they got to slow him down. There's the BKB. There's the jump onto 3. Gets the bash. Trying to man up on this 4 Beats, but they don't have anything to take him down. They don't have the damage. Ray out of a BKB, now in trouble, into the Wheel of Wonder. They're just focusing Ancient, though. 5 seconds on the Clinks. They don't want this Clinks to come back. There's the stun onto 2. Clinks is back up. I don't know if Praetor can do damage. There's the army coming in 4 Beats. 4 staffs in onto 4 Beats. Reflects the Nullifier, but 4 Beats falls down. Ami falls down. They save the Ancient. They're going to try to catch here. There's the stun onto Juvu. They have to get this 4 Fates, though. Buyback on Ami. Trying to run away onto Juvu, but there is the Nullifier. Triple kill for Praetor. There's the Zeus ult trying to take somebody down, but not going to be enough. Here's Ami. Ooh, looking for a sneaky play on the Ancient. This would be great if Ami can finish the game. Ancient only game. Everyone's running down mid, but there is a buyback on Lifestealer. Oh my god. I mean, they don't have detection here. So, okay, Praetor with Strilling there might not be able to buy back on 4 Beats. Roche is up. Oh my god. Oh, and they don't have Megas yet. They didn't get the Rax. That is unfortunate for the Deckers. I think they're starting to get some tier 5s. Can we get a tier 5 check? Not yet. Not yet. Almost. Not yet. Yeah, no tier 5s yet on people. What? Come on, people. We got tier 5s. Get busy. Ami, I see you. Trying to get there. Oh, Praetor might find Ami here. There it is. With the Nullifier. 4 staff in. Ami can't get away. Nice pickup. That's a dieback. 120 seconds on the tree. This is what Praetor does. Has tier 5. Alright, what does he get? I'm not even going to look myself. I want to see what he... Oh my god, he got the Stygian Deso? You gotta be shitting me, dude. What? That's that is insane, dude. Here we go. No tree. They have the gem on Beast. I mean, they got a Roche, right? Like, they got a Roche. Uranium Heart? I mean, the Roche is available, right? Like, they haven't gotten Roche yet. Here it goes. They see Praetor. There's the Burning Armor. There's the jump. There's the Hex with the Nimbus right on top of Praetor, but the Lincoln save and the BKB comes out. They're trying to focus Ancient, but they're also focusing 4-Beats, who is in a lot of trouble, and that's going to be a dieback on 4-Beats. 4-Fate's taking a good damage from Drow, but they're focusing Ancient, and he jumps in and dies. There's the buyback, but the Ancient falls immediately. GG's. Se7en takes the first game victory. Holy crap, dude. What the fuck? Cheese. Oh man, about a 65, 66-minute game. That was so close. Like, holy crap, dude. Holy crap. Yeah. Like, I mean, there's so much that happened there. I mean, honestly, I think I'm going to give MVP to Greg here. Tommy Toon played really well with those saves. Those saves on Uranium Heart were absolutely ridiculous. But Greg, with these hexes and stuns, like, set up this kill on 4-Beats when they needed it the most, right? Like, everyone played so fucking well. But, I mean, without the Lion there, I don't think they would have been able to prevent some of those high ground pushes. So, well played, everybody. I mean, 29-8 on a mid Clinks is absolutely ridiculous. You'll love to see it. Very well played. But yeah, everybody take a few minutes. I think, like, what, maybe 5 minutes, but maybe less than that now. Take a few minutes, stand up, stretch, go to the bathroom, and we will be back with game 2 in just a second. What an insane game. Like, what an insane first game. Actually insane. Like, my gasts have been flabbered. I, man, I didn't know how that was gonna go. Absolutely crazy. I, yeah, just like that's it. How do you move on from that? What do you do with that? How do you deal with that? I don't know. What do you what? Yeah, I'm gonna leave it right there. I can only laugh because that was an absolutely insane game. Oh, bro, that is crazy. So we are going to have game two here starting soon. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, that was a long one. So if the Deckers win this one, we will be going to a game three. Which for my own sanity, hopefully they're not both 60 minutes long. I'm rooting for the Deckers, but you know. I mean, what is there to say about Dota besides that it is a game? It's a game. It does game stuff. There's things and actions and buttons to press. I don't know, man. Alrighty. It looks like we're back in, so let's hop that over. Yeah, that Ami played really well on that tree. It's always fun to see a good tree. So I believe that the Deckers get their choice now. So the Deckers will be able to choose first or second pick. I don't think I've seen that emote before. That's pretty cool. Do I have that tree emote? I don't remember that emote. Yeah, I don't have that emote. Pretty cool. Very nice. Just waiting on one to pop in. Yeah, if this second game goes for that long as well, I might not actually be able to do the third one. Oh no, did Strilling's PC die? That's not good. Is he saying my bad? Oh no, maybe. I was like, what? Strilling PC rip MB. I was like, because I use MB as my bad, but I guess he's saying maybe. That's not good. If Strilling's computer crashes, like breaks, and can't be fixed, then we might not actually be able to do the games. And they might have to be postponed, which would be terrible. We don't want that. No siree. Nope, there we go. We're okay, folks. Hell yeah. No worries. It seems that Uranium Heart is okay with giving away Greg. That's not good. But alright, we're all here. Let's get this second game going. I mean, if it was anything like the first game, I am very excited for it. Alright, there's the coin toss. I haven't messed that up in a while, which is really good. But I believe it just defaultly goes to Deckers, because I believe Se7en won it last time. Oh no, I guess the Deckers won it last time. Man, I can't remember anything over an hour ago. North End Zone. We're gonna take the South End. Uh, all right, here we go. I expect to see some different bands. Still expect to see the Visage band. Expect to see the Naga band. Could see the Lion band coming out. Could also see the Venge band. Do expect to see a Blood Seeker band. I mean, it'd be cool to see a Meepo game, but they might ban Meepo again. But yeah, definitely Life Stealer was very strong for the Deckers, so could see a Life Stealer ban. I mean, could see a Tree ban, honestly, if they don't want to fight Tree again. But there's the Spirit Breaker ban. I'd love to see it.
Dyer gets the ban.
And there's the Naga, like I called it.
We're 10 seconds out. Plenty of time to tell an announcer you
These
love
people are usually pretty chatty. And the CM ban. So far, the same bans at the moment.
10 seconds. We're starting in 5 seconds, with or without you. All right, Dyer gets
and
the ban.
there's the Techies ban. Oh, I just realized I haven't had open
Dyer
mic
gets the
on.
ban.
There's the Clinks ban.
Radiant knows just who to pick here, I'll bet. First-rate hero selection.
I keep forgetting to put that on for people who are watching in client, but I think I have other. Yeah, mute. Yeah, we're good. So that first game, anyone watching in client, not gonna have my beautiful voice. Unfortunate. But the Sand King ban as well. So yeah, Strike 7 just has their choice of whatever support that they want. Usually they pick Greg first, so we could see a Witch Doctor, but we could also see that Lion again. Lion is still available. So they have options. It's gonna be the Lion. They are happy with that Lion, and they're gonna go with it again. Cannot blame them.
Radiant gets to ban.
And it is a Disruptor. Oh boy, you love a good Disruptor. You love to see it. This is their only chance here to ban Lifestealer. So are they gonna ban it?
10 seconds.
I guess we'll find out.
Radiant's up.
Nope, they banned the Dark... Oh, no, they have 2 bans. My bad. They banned the Darkseer, which they banned last time, which, honestly, fair. Wait, did the Deckers have second pick last time?
10 seconds. All right, Dire gets to ban.
I don't remember. I think they did, because Strike 7 was Radiant. But the ban on the Bloodseeker... So, depending on this last ban, Lifestealer is still available. I mean, Strillian played really well on that Beastmaster. So that was really cool to see. So, Beastmaster is still available at the moment. So far, this really has, I mean, besides the Clinks, hasn't been really targeted. Oh, there is the Legion ban. So Praetor is definitely playing something different with the Clinks and Legion gone. And we have a Weaver. Alright, I mean, Weaver is one of those heroes that could play support. Does have a pretty decent support, but has just been really strong in the core position recently. So expect to see that
10 seconds.
Potentially on 4 beats.
5 seconds.
I don't think they'd put Weaver off lane or mid, but it could be a Weaver support.
Radiant's up.
And they go for an axe. Ooh, hell yeah. I'd love to see it. That, if Ray is staying in the off lane, that is a Ray axe. Very nice.
10 seconds.
And Venge is available, so Tommy Toon could go for the Venge again. If they're feeling like it.
All right, Dire's turn.
It's going to be... No, it's a Rubik! Let's go! I think this is my first time actually casting a game where a Rubik's in it. Hell yeah. I am super excited. That is awesome.
10 seconds left. Well, 8 now.
Very happy to see it.
5 seconds.
How are you going to counter this? I mean, they do, with Disruptor and Weaver, they do have some decent ways to get onto Rubik and disable him. It's gonna be the bear. Oh no. It's a bear. I mean, just buy Yules, right? I mean, for both teams, it's looking like a pretty good Yules game.
We're 10 seconds out. Plenty of time.
So we have a bear. This definitely has to be pause 1, right? This is a 4 beats bear. So it's most likely looking like a support Weaver. And Tusk. All right, I believe that's a... Where are they putting Tusk? Like, wait a minute. Is this a mid Tusk? This could be a mid-tusk. That would be interesting.
10
I'd like
seconds.
to see that. I'm
5 seconds.
I'm gonna have to
4,
wait to see who
3,
they decide to go with, because I mean it could be a off-lane tusk,
Radiance up. Banning
which wouldn't
time.
be the weirdest thing. Oh, a PL. Dang, Uranium Heart picking up the PL. PL no longer being able to build Diffusal since it doesn't work on illusions anymore, but still a pretty strong pause 1 from what I remember.
10 seconds. 5 seconds.
Hey, 2 more bands. Who are we not seeing? Yep, definitely going to be last pick for Praetor, so expect to see some more mid bands. And unless they want to put Tusk mid for 4 Fates, alright, I think we're looking at an off-lane Tusk for Strilling with a support Weaver, and then so we're probably banning mids as well for Strike 7. So, you know, Spirit bands, obviously, right? If 4 Fates is their mid player, then I do remember, like, ooh, the ban on Beastmaster comes out. Could be seeing some Spirit bans. Could be seeing some usual mid picks. Ooh, the Willow ban. I like it. Yeah, they definitely have the jump and the catch for this backline on the Deckers. This Tusk Ursa is going to be looking to jump the backline. Weaver is going to be able to get on the backline.
5 seconds. All right, Dyer gets to ban.
The ban on Tide. Okay. Gonna taking away that team fight.
Radiance up.
And the ban on Sniper. Nobody wants to see a Sniper. But here we go. What are they looking for, right? What does Praetor feel like? Praetor usually plays some weird picks, like maybe a Brood, right? We could see a Brood Praetor.
10 seconds.
If I remember correctly, right? Praetor's the one that has played Brood.
5 seconds.
Which, I mean, if he picks Brood, that's just opening it up for Earthshaker, right? PL Brood. That would just be such a fun Earthshaker game. God, I can't speak. Which would be pretty fun. All right, we got 30 seconds. What are we looking at here? All the spirits are available. I mean, Quap is available. I have no idea what they're thinking. Oh, here we go. It's gonna be the CK! Why did I not think of that? Like, literally, I was talking about it last draft. They pick up the CK. So this is a CK mid?
I'm Cave Johnson.
Interesting. And they're gonna do the Leshrac. Ooh, very nice. So yeah, 4 Fates on the Leshrac mid with Ray off lane. Praetor Axe mid. Yeah, Plaid Pirate. I really don't know how they did that. Oh, look at this Rubik. Oh, look at these. Oh, man. Look at that Disruptor. Oh, look at all these shinies, dude. Like, I love Rubik, but I mean, this looks like a pretty basic CK. PL's looking pretty nice, but I mean, I'm just drawn to the Deckers, dude. Like, I think I gotta. They look well coordinated. Honorable mention to this Rubik. Love Rubik, but I think I gotta give the hats to the Deckers here. Very nice. But yeah, this is a support Weaver with an off lane Tusk, very exciting to see. I don't know, the Four Fates, I do like Lesh into this PL. Mainly because, you know, PL is no longer burning mana. And then he can just, you know, Pulse Nova everything. But yeah, very interesting. Axe mid is going to be very interesting. Just flexed that into the mid lane and gave Ray the CK. Let's go, Rubik! I mean, unfortunately, you don't have great... It's not a great Rubik game, right? Like, you're probably just looking for static field or any of the, like, disruptor spells, honestly. Right?
All right, get
But
ready.
here we go. Also, like, snowball or ice shards. There's not much you're looking to steal here. So it's a pretty rough Rubik game. Here comes the introductions. Is this going to be another basic swap here? Like, come on, people, do something interesting. I want to see blood. Oh, no, look, it's going to happen. Come on, people. Yeah, Juvu picking up the disruptor. Very cool. No. Come on, guys. Don't do it again. I want to see some action. Some action. Okay, I'll save myself out.
All right, everybody, 30 seconds.
I'm not sure, but this lane is starting to feel.
Yeah. No, they're just trading sides. Very basic.
If you do not have this, I don't
Very
know how
common.
you'll be
The
able to show your face
bottle
anywhere.
rush on Lesh.
Again,
No
you are fighting huge
stats.
garbage.
Gonna make it harder for those last hitting. Here's Praetor with a few stats and a magic stick. So I think the lane's gonna favor Shrek here. But here they go. Here we go. Here we go. There's the ice shards. Looking for Praetor here. Getting the rune, but 4Beat's not gonna be able to get an attack. Tommy Toon taking some damage, but there's 4Beats getting stunned by the Chaos Bolt. But now Ray is the one in trouble. There's the static strike, but there's the 3-man stun from Greg. Greg coming in clutch. Ray took a lot of damage there, but they're just going to have to run away. Praetor not going to be able to get a block. Going to be late to lane and going to miss the first creep. Big for Four Fates. Alright. No first blood, but the trading is in the side of the Deckers here. Doppelganger takes off the swarm, right? Oh, what? I missed it! Strilling gets the kill on Greg. Oh no. I was not paying close enough attention. I am sorry there. But first blood... Oh, hashtag dominance from Sterling. Damn. That's some, That is some old chat going on there. Yeah, Ray is going to have a hard time in this lane. I mean, 4Beats is just going to roll, I think, pretty hard as Ursa. Strilling taking a decent amount of damage. But yeah, that's what I thought. Praetor is the Brood player. I mean, again, I think it's kind of the same as last game. Both carries are just going to be fine in their lane. Oh, Praetor taking a lot of damage here. Forced to run away from 4Fate's Diabolic Edict. So yeah, neither offlane really pressures the safe lane. Tommy Toon taking a lot of damage from Juvu. Playing really well on this disruptor already. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see like how Praetor decides to run this axe. Because, you know, like, is he gonna rush Blink Dagger? Is he gonna, like, you know, rush Phylactery? I've seen that before. Right, like, what are we looking at here? Yeah, the Threads of Fate is interesting in Aeon Weaver. That was a change. With First Blood out of the way, gonna wait to see what happens here. Ooh, Ray in a bit of trouble. There's the Glimpse back, taking a lot of damage, slowed by the Earth Shock. There is the Static Strike, or Thunder Strike. Why am I saying static? Thunder Strike. I mean, CK's got some nice sets. Oh, here's the courier kill. That's the boots. Huge pickup by Tommy Toon. Nicely done. There goes the Diabolic Edict onto Praetor. He's getting some good damage, though. Forfeits might be the one in trouble. Has the Battle Hunger. Oh, he has nothing to kill. That's going to be a kill for Praetor with the Battle Hunger. Nicely done. Greg taking a good amount of damage from this tag team. Now Uranium Heart is manning up. Yeah, these Threads of Fate, dude. Look at that. Use the Mango to do that? Fair enough. Say, fuck your Threads of Fate, man. Get out of here. Yeah, this is a pretty tough lane for CK there. Yeah, like, you gotta watch out, right? Sterling does this a lot, I've noticed. Is like running behind tower there just to try and get nukes off or something. Did that a lot with the Beastmaster, but... Did the... Oh, not gonna be super effective. Immediately takes it off with that kill. Ooh, a lot of damage on Greg. There's the snowball under tower with the swarm. Gonna be a lot of damage. Picks him up with the right click. Ami gets the kill. And the courier? Damn. Not the courier, Greg. Some good damage on the Juvu there.
Might want to haul some ass down to their bottom tower. Oh, they still got one.
Just got phase boots rush for Praetor. Oh no, missed the last hit. That's not good. I mean, even with this, like, Praetor leading in last hits to forfeits quite significantly at the moment. Ray in a lot of trouble here. I don't think there's a glimpse. No glimpse. Gonna be able to run away at 150 health. But yeah, that's not been a good lane for CK. Doesn't have the range for Battle Hunger. There's no regen on the Slash.
Nothing.
Looking for that Battle Hunger. Man, a lot of people are low. A lot of people are low. Without regen, it's going to be hard for him to walk up. There it is. There's the Battle Hunger. Does have Culling Blade on Praetor, so he's got to be careful. Strillian taking a lot of damage from Greg here. Oh, here comes a rotation from Tommy Toon for the 6-minute rune. He's been pretty good at being able to do that. Juvu not picking up the bounty yet.
Dyer's top tower is really taking a beating.
Oh, yeah, he Forfeits needs this rune. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, no. Oh, I see, yeah, Juvu's having some lag. That's fair. This is going to be interesting. We have Telekinesis, don't have Split Earth. So even if the rune spawns here, I don't think Forfeits is going to be able to get it. Alright, and there it is. The rune is bottom. There is the Battle Hunger. He's forced to run. Diabolic Edict, but the dunk comes out immediately. Easy pickup. And the regen's bottom? God damn. I mean, somehow Juvu is just able to pull off any hero he plays mid. Did I say Juvu? But, or I might have said, if I said I messed myself up, Praetor, I said Praetor, right? I'm going to go with I said Praetor. Oh, they get a kill bottom on Strilling. Greg, very nicely done. My own inability to talk. Ami going in for Uranium Heart here. Did pick up a salve, so gonna be okay though. I like, you know how annoying that is to play against this Battle Hunger crap against Axe. Oh, going for 7 minutes. Juvu's gonna find Tommy Toon. No, oh, he does have Lotus. But here comes the bear. There's Ray. This is gonna be a big fight here. Any rotations yet? Tommy Toon is gonna fall immediately, but Juvu's taking a lot of damage from Ray. Here comes Praetor. Gets 2 courier kills. And 4beats is gonna be forced to run away. Does have TP. There it goes. Don't think they have to catch for it. He gets out. Nice. They get the wisdom. Ami picks up the wisdom bottom, forcing the rotation from Praetor. So honestly, I don't really know who that favors too much. Let's see. It kind of favors... It's kind of even, honestly. Alright, yep, going phylactery on Uranium Heart for this Spirit Lance. Gonna be rushing Blade Mail on the Axe, just to keep messing up this Leshrac. Oh, there's the call, the Mill Creep Wave. That's a lot of magical damage. With the Battle Hunger, where's the dunk? There it is! Praetor gets another kill. Oh my gosh, dude. Oh, Greg goes down bottom, but so does Strilling go. Uranium Heart gets the kill onto Strilling. But Greg gets killed by Strilling first, so... Uranium Heart kind of happy with these trades, honestly. With Greg dying first, he's getting that solo XP. Gonna be going Battle Fury on the Bear. Oh, that's an Invis rune on Praetor. Look out. Oh, Uranium Heart in a bit of trouble with the Swarm. Does have Doppelganger, but there's the Glimpse back. Kills him immediately. Nice pickup by Juvu. That is huge. Tried to get to the secret shot, but unable to do so. Greg, you're going to be in a bit of trouble here, dude. There goes Ami with the punch, but there's the telekinesis to get him away. Oh, 4 beats is in a lot of trouble. Dunks the enraged bear. That's not going to work, Praetor. Still diving here, though. There's the Fury Swipes. There's the stun with the Battle Hunger. Trying to take down Ray. Not going to be able to. Praetor gets a kill again. Juvu now going to be in a little bit of a bad spot there. I mean, this is space for 4 Fates who needs this farm desperately.
Looks like Dire's top tower is in some trouble.
Gonna be going Armlet on CK. That, I think, is the appropriate build on him. Tommy Toon and Greg just soaking up XP here against this bottom wave. You need to be able to get this spell steal, right? The sooner you can get 6 on any hero, the better. Oh, looking for the 10 minutes. Can 4 Fates get it? No, it's bottom. It's a shield rune. Here comes Axe, but Ami picks it up. That Battle Hunger does a decent amount of damage, dude. It is pure now, so that would explain why. Is D word. Yeah, my issue with the factory build on like these carries like Spectre and BL is like I think it just stunts your farm, right? Like you could be getting a farming item. Although PL is pretty decent at farming with the Juxtapose. But oh, I'm just Strilling with the Phantom Lance in the stun. The Finger of Death comes out. Not going to be enough. There's the Snowball and the Walrus Punch. Can they pick it up? Greg falls first, but then Uranium picks up Strilling. But oh, Ami now in trouble with the illusions. Gonna find it. Double kill for Uranium Heart. Insane pickup. Again, that just favors Uranium Heart immensely so. Right? Again, Greg dies first, and that's solo XP for Uranium Heart on 2 kills. 4 beats, almost going down top to the Tommy Toon and Ray. Ray starting to do some real big damage with those illusions. Very nice. Yep, there's a Blade Mail completed on Praetor. Gonna be going Blink Dagger next. I mean, yeah, this definitely going to be up the damage for Uranium Heart by a lot. Oh, here we go. Looking for Tommy Toon, who almost has 6.
You can tell Dire's middle
I mean, 4 beats is just running around on no health. Where's the Zeus Salt? Oh, jumps in on 4 Fates, takes a lot of damage before he can get Blade Mail off. Oh, Greg looking to stack, using the stun to time it correctly. Big brain plays. Does it stack? Does it stack? No! Alright, not big brain plays. Close, almost big brain plays. Oh, gets the Walrus Punch probably onto an illusion, but Uranium Heart is on top of Ami. Uses the time lapse to be able to get out. Yeah, the off lane Tusk just maxing tag team is a fair choice. Yeah, they see Praetor on this ward. They know he's here. Here comes Leshrac. Pushing mid. Look at this damage on that mid tower. That is what Leshrac does. Oh, we got a fight coming bottom. Ami's in a lot of trouble. That's going to be a kill for Uranium Heart. Looking to catch Juvu now, stuck in the static field. But here comes the slow from Phantom Lance, chasing down under tower. There's that innate, the repulsion, but there's the Battle Hunger. Picks it up, double kill right into the static storm. But Greg following up with a stun, going to prevent Strilling from keeping Uranium Heart under tower. Looks like something top could happen. Tommy Toon in trouble, getting the Earthshock off, but Ray now, 4 beats, look out. Oh, gets the Earthshock away from Ray. Ooh, who's gonna go down first? Ray gets the kill on no health. Forfeit's trying to get Ray, but called by Praetor, who TP top with the Blade Mail. Forfeit's in a lot of trouble. There's the dunk. And Greg picked up a kill on Strilling bottom. Ami now in a lot of trouble. Falls to Uranium Heart's Phylactery. That's 4 kills for Se7en. 15 to 6. Let's go ahead and switch to net worth real quick. Praetor leading with Uranium Heart and then 4 beats. Dang, yeah. The Gregs just such a strong showing early. But if we know anything about the Deckers is they know how to pull it back mid-game. So we will see how they decide to start rotating into this mid-game. They want to kill this Praetor. They have Juvu. They have the glimpse. Can they see him? He's looking. No, not going to be able to catch him. Almost got Blink Dagger on Axe. That's going to be huge. Almost got Armlet on CK. Kind of getting close to Blink Dagger for Tusk. I would like to maybe see the Deso before Scepter, just because I think they need the damage, but I am a huge fan of Scepter on Tusk. It's like the best skill in the game. Objectively speaking, of course. Hey, Forager's Kit. I do like it. I like this Forager's Kit. It's a lot of fun. New neutral item. Here we go, going bottom. Can we get a fight here? Uranium Heart picks up the tower, but this is going to be Strilling and Forfeits on top of him. Looking for the Walrus Punch with the Snowball. Forfeits because it falls to Uranium Heart immediately. Greg falls to Strilling. Can this be a pickup by Uranium Heart? But here comes a DD Ami with the bugs. Doesn't have Doppelganger to take it off, but he's just manning up. There's the Phantom Lance. Double kill for Uranium Heart. Strilling now the one in trouble with the Snowball. We're still chasing, though. Uranium Heart wants this kill. Oh, the Walrus Punch onto the wrong one. Snowball's going to miss 2. Strilling is just getting chased down. Oh, no. 4 beats fell to Ray top. There's the Phantom Lance. That's another kill for Uranium Heart. Oh, no. And now Juvu falls to this Static Storm Tommy Toon stole. Oh, my God. Yeah, sorry I missed that kill top on 4 beats. I was just watching Uranium Heart be a menace and take on 3 heroes. This is going to be a big PL here. Blink Dagger on top of Forfeits with the Blade Mail. Here comes the bugs. Taking a lot of damage. Forfeits is going to fall to Uranium Heart. He's going to be forced to run away, but they have the glimpse if they want it. Oh, no, they don't. He used it. Oh, yeah, no, I mean, the Deckers are just in such a bad spot. Strilling is not ready to fight. Needs this Blink Dagger. And here comes the Gregs, rotating as like 4 to 5, just getting pickoffs after pickoffs. Oh, there's a smoke. They're going to go look for the bear. They have Static Storm up in 20 seconds on the Rubik.
Scanning for enemies. Or maybe for
oh, he broke smoke. Nice courier management there, but he's going to be forced to run. Going to try to get through the portal. Greg, gonna find him. There's the Hex. He's stuck on the portal, but he gets through. Wait, what? What? Hex doesn't stop Portal. Uranium Heart able to get out from a Snowball Ice Shards, but onto Strilling. There's the Walrus Punch. Does he have a dunk? There it is. Get dunked on, kid. Yeah, like, I'm surprised. Like, I thought Hex canceled portals, but I guess not. He went through as a fish. Guess he needed to get the Earth Spike off, but this is going to be a top tier 2 push. They have Static Storm available, so that's going to be huge if they're able to use it.
That baby is coming. Dire is kicking sweet hell out of Radiant's bottom tower.
Yeah, again, like looking at Decker's lineup, again, lacking stuns. They have the Earth Spot, the Split Earth, and the Walrus Punch with the Snowball, so they do have some more than last game, but no like targeted stuns on their supports, which is showing up. Oh, they find Juvu. There's the static field to try and keep him out, but he just doesn't know who to glimpse, right? PL, there's just too many of them. How is he going to save himself when he doesn't know who to glimpse? Static Storm is almost out, unfortunately. But they need this space. Battle Fury completed on the Ursa. All halfway to Blink Dagger already. You'd love to see it. Blink Dagger completed on the Tusk. Alright, what are we looking here? Almost 20 minutes. Ray a little close to the action there. Blink Dagger completed on Greg already. I think Greg's been pretty good about getting those Blink Dagger timings. Gonna be picking up a heart on Praetor. Why am I mixing Praetor and Juvu up? I mean, there's always one that I mix up. Or two that I mix up. But they're not even close. Yeah, pretty respectable. Looking to pick up the Torm here at 20 minutes.
Dire scanning all over for enemies. I promise this will get more exciting.
Almost got the Shard. Got the Shard for Ami. That's going to be a good pickup for Scoochie. But here comes the instant Torm, and there's no Zeus ult, so they don't even have to worry about that. The illusions are helping to soak up a lot. And there is the Shard for Rubik. That's really nice. Getting the Shard and the Scepter on Rubik is nice because that can upgrade the spells of upgrade stolen spells as well. But that's also a great save for Rubik. Gonna be able to get over those ice shards, away from the bear, away from Lesh. Very nice. Ooh, Greg gets the kill onto 4 Fates. There's the Glimpse back. Uranium Heart taking a lot of damage, but there's the Doppelganger to try to get out. Static Storm dropped. Gonna be able to pick up Uranium Heart for 4 beats. The 10 kill streak is gonna go down. That is a huge pickup for 4 beats. Nicely done. Greg gets the TP out. Gonna be safe. But here comes Praetor just pushing top. Always splitting the map. Oh, TP on Ami. Gonna stop that immediately. I mean, yeah, this is exactly what happens, right? They know when to show up and get these big kills to swing the net worth, hopefully back into their favor here. Getting some good damage on that mid tower from those illusions. Ooh, nice, almost got Glimmer on Juvu. That's going to be a big help. And it's just yeah, okay, but it goes into Bloodstone now. So almost have Bloodstone on 4 Fates. That's going to be big for him. Greg almost has Ghost Scepter. That's going to be big for the Lion. And get away from this Bear and Tusk. Aether Lens pickup onto Rubik. I suspect that Windlace is going to go into a Yule's. But here's a smoke. 4-man smoke. They're looking for a pickup, but no one is bottom at the moment. Like, they're just split map. The Uranium Heart is in the triangle. So they might find Greg here, who has an Invis rune. They don't have detection. Oh, there's the Hex. There's the stun. There's the jump. Bear is in the back. Uses time-lapse to get away. Greg goes down. Static Storm on top of Praetor with the Blade Mail. With the bugs. That's going to be a lot of damage. Praetor finally falls. Double kill for 4 beats. That's the ult from CK. Tommy 2 now in a lot of trouble from the Glimpse. He falls as well. Ray is in a lot of trouble, but Four Fates finally falls to Uranium Heart. Trying to get away, but they have detection for his shard. Gonna try to pick up Juvu, not gonna be able to. That's a team wipe. Ultra kill for the Bayer. Insane. That's gonna be able to pretty much complete his BKB and free up Roche. That ended up being a really good smoke, getting them on the right side to jump in there. And what a static storm from Juvu, just shutting down everybody inside of it. Very nice. I wonder if Juvu's gonna try to rush a Scepter or not. There we go, Aegis on the Bear. I mean, this is exactly what we saw last game. They're just able to pull it back. Greg starts strong, but the Deckers just come back stronger. Yeah, Scepter on Weaver is gonna be also crazy as well. Being able to cast time-lapse on allies is going to be huge. Almost Scepter on Tusk. That's also going to be huge. Bloodstone completed on Leshrac. They're hitting these timings. Almost got a hard on Praetor, though. Praetor's going to be a beefy boy. That Scepter on PL is pretty fun, too. Making illusions from people you rush through. Okay, here's another smoke. Ooh. Ray could be in trouble here if he stays. Here's Uranium Heart. Oh, they're gonna find him. There's the jump. Ray is in a lot of trouble. There's the stun. Static Storm's dropped. There's the static field to catch him. But he's not going to be able to. But there's the glimpse back. Ray finally falls to Juvu. They use everything on Disruptor. But here comes Uranium Heart top. Ooh, here comes the TPs. There's the Doppelganger trying to get on top of him. There's the Snowball. Strilling gets Telekinesis and called. This is going to be a lot of damage. Is he going to be able to get out? But there's a Snowball on top of him. The dunk is going to miss, but he's going to fall anyway. So, offlaner for offlaner. I mean, he has Aegis for 3 minutes, so might be looking to push a tier 2, hopefully. There's a smoke from the Gregs. Here we go. Ami pushing in those lanes and TP out. Good sense of danger. Yeah, they know Ursa's bottom. Echo going Manta on CK. I like the items. Going Force Staff on Rubik. Alright, I like it. Yeah, 4 beats, probably sense the danger and TP top. Looking for this Leshrac pick, though. Oh, they just missed it. Oh, Uranium Heart, gonna find a regen rune. That's gonna be nice for their mana pool. Regeneration. Yeah, this is the part of the game where it just kind of lags a little. Everyone's wanting to hit their item timings. Oh no, Praetor, did you get stunned by the ogre? Oh no, not the shame. Shame. We gotta call it out when we see it, people. Now, I didn't see it. I just saw the stun animation on Praetor. So, if you didn't, no shame. But if you did, shame. Oh, so close to the kick. I can't wait. I cannot wait for this. I am looking. Oh, here it comes. We're getting the best ability in the game. This changes everything. Here it comes. You ready? Oh, it's so close. Come on. Get the kick. Oh, yeah, baby. There we go. We got the kick. I mean, I'm just inclined to give the game to the Deckers now just for that, but... There's a few more things at play than just a kick, but, you know. Scepter is almost completed on Ami as well. That's going to be a huge timing. Alright, what are we looking at here? Almost got Force Staff. Almost got BKB. Yeah, they just got a few more times they're trying to hit, but here comes Ami trying to scout out. Oh, they have detection, but time lapse is used immediately to get out of that. Very nice. Oh, nope, that's not the completed scepter. Still needs the Blade of Alacrity. Raider, I don't think showed. Oh, we got a smoke. They want to go bottom and look for somebody, but nobody's there.
Sweet. A gift from the tempest of
Okay, Uranium Heart does have one ultimate orb. Going for the Scotty. That's going to be big.
You can tell Dyer's middle tower is in trouble from the way it's being destroyed.
Yeah, Strilling gets the kick off on an illusion. Well, that's a kick reveal, and now here's Rubik. There's the snowball. Steal on snowball. That's a great spell to steal. Looking for a glimpse. There's the glimpse. Greg's caught. Ghost Scepters immediately. But there's the fence as well, trying to chest, but there's the telekinesis stopping. That's 3 onto Tommy Toon. Bear picks it up with a bash. Now there's the walrus kick to take down Greg. That's both supports on the sides of Se7en down. Holy crap.
Don't look now, but Radiant's bottom tower is getting obliterated. Okay, fine, you can look. It's kind of funny. Dyer is kicking sweet hell out of Radiant's bottom tower.
Alright, this does look like it's going to be a tier 2 for the Deckers.
Don't look now, but Radiant's bottom
Got Manta
tower
completed on
is
Ray.
obliterated.
Very nice.
Radiant's sturdy product
Okay,
tower
TP's
is
back.
built
They're
to
looking for
stand,
Praetor. Doesn't have BKB yet. There's the jump. Walrus Punch is going to miss, but there's the kick. Praetor's inside under tier 3. He's going to try to TP up, but there's the snowball to cancel it immediately. There's the call. Praetor is in trouble. The heart is making him real tanky. He's going to be forced to run. There's the Battle Hunker. There's the punch. He falls to Strilling. Great catch. Nicely done. Praetor playing way too close to the Decker's base. Yep, you need to hit these next timings. Force Staff going to be going on the Lion. Don't see any mules yet. I mean, Force Staffs are nice, but they don't work for that fence, right? They don't work for the field or the fence, so... At least to my memory. Here we go, Scepter on the Weaver. Oh boy.
Looks like the Dyer figured out where Radiant's top tower is.
Yeah, they're just gonna take that tier 1. Roche could be up in 2 seconds.
Radiant's middle
I mean, the
tower
thing
about
is
to be
that it
alive
looks
with
like
multiple
Se7en
rockets.
is going to be back in this similar position as last game,
Not like Dyer's
but they
top
don't
tower.
have the split pusher like Clinks, right? They don't have someone who really loves to split push. Oh, they know Lesh isn't there. They're going for a fight. Jumps onto Strilling. Stagstorm is dropped, but there's the BKB. Snowball onto Ray. Looking for the catch on Juvu. The kick out from Tommy Toon. I know 4Beats is fighting, but Strilling goes down. 4Beats is going to try TPing out. No way to cancel it because of the BKB. That's 2 pickups onto Ami and Strilling, but now Juvu's the one in trouble. There's the Glimmer, but the call cancels with the Earth Spike. There's the Dust. Finally falls to Ray. Nice. That TP back by 4 Fates left the Deckers just completely vulnerable. Ursa was able to get out, but that is what Strike 7 was looking for. Scotty completed on PL. I do always like seeing a basher pick up because, you know, that exact thing happens where someone's just like, oh, you're on me? If you don't have the damage to kill me, I'm just going to TP out. But they do have a lot of stuns either way. That fight was just split, so. That's going to be a tier 2 push. It's already down, but they have to respect this walrus kick. It's going to be hard to try and push high ground when Strilling is alive. They might look for Roche here, actually. It's not up just yet.
What weathermancery is this?
I'm going to be going Glimmer on Rubik. Okay, could be looking for Torm. Torm is bottom. But yeah, the bear is hunting. The bear sees prey. Oh boy. They don't see him. Okay, now they do.
Axe runs.
Okay. Greg. Someone's got to stay high ground. There it comes. They know it's coming. Oh, there's the Earth Spike. There's the call. And the Blade Mail. Forfeits. Forfeits is in trouble. Gonna instantly fall. Doesn't get Enrage off. That Bloodstone's doing a lot of work. But the time lapse is gonna send Forfeits back through the portal. The Static Storms drop onto 4. But this is just a 3v5 at the moment. Strilling falls but kicks Praetor towards Ami. Juvu falls to Ray as well. But oh, he gets the blink call in Scoochie. The dunk he's gonna miss, but Praetor picks it up anyway with the Battle Hunger. Insane, dude. I mean, that was, if you didn't catch that, Ami time-lapsed Forfeits, and that sent Forfeits back to the other side of the map. So, you know, I mean, it did save Forfeits because they lost the fight, but I think Forfeits was dying anyway. Forfeits was going to survive that. That is all tier 2s down. This could be a high ground push. They have some buybacks. Might have to use a nice Earth Spike. Doesn't have the shard to make it double. Oh, try to blink in, but just gonna miss. There's the Battle Hunger. That's gonna be a tower down. They're taking racks. They have... People are coming back up. I mean, that bear getting burst was what really decided that fight, but here they come. Here comes the bear. Bear's angry. BKB used jump onto Tommy Toon. Couldn't get away. Praetor gets the call off. Where's the Enrage? The Enrage doesn't come out. Ray falls. Oh my god. I mean, bear for a Rubik, I don't know if that's worth it. I mean, it looked like he got... Yeah, he did get Enrage off, but it was like at the last second. That call, piercing that BKB, really messed up 4 beats there. Going Shiva's on Tusk. Noise? Yeah, Scepter completed on PL, giving him so many more illusions, but without the bear, I think they want to push this. Roche is up. Jumping in under tier 4s right at Juvu. There's the glimpse back, but there's the call pulling him. Oh, there's the Greg jumping in, but doesn't have detection. It's a lot about Static Storm onto 3. There's Strilling right onto Ray. There's the punch. He falls down. BKB on Praetor chasing Juvu under tier 4s. There's the dunk, but here comes the bear. The kick back. Praetor is in a lot of trouble. There he goes, Uranium Heart now, the one in trouble. Tries to using Shard, but under tier 4s, it doesn't matter. All the cores fall. Triple kill for Forfeits. I mean, that's not where you want to be when all of the Deckers are up under tier 4s. Very nice. Oh, interesting. Gonna be going Yasha. I usually see people do the Sange Kaya, or Kaya Sange. So the Yasha Kaya is interesting. But yeah, that not doing Roche allows for 4 beats to pick it up for free. It's using those bugs. I like it. Yep, free Roche for 4 beats. Strillian picking up the wisdom to reach that level 20. Alright.
Radiant's middle tower is hanging on by a break.
I mean, the amount of burst they have for this Ursa is really impressive. I could see an Aether Lens pickup on Ami just because I know how short the cast range is on time-lapse. But we will see. Could be like a Gluttnir, could be a few things. There is a Yules for Juvu trying to mess up this axe jump. That's what you like to see. Scepter almost on the bear. That's going to be big. Being able to cast it while disabled will save him from getting burst like that again. Alright, looks like they're just backing off on both teams, trying to get their next item timings. Almost got Scepter on Praetor. It's going to be big. Going Ghost Scepter on Rubik next. Has been burst quite a bit by the bear, so that is understandable. BKB ready to be bought by CK. Going E-Blade on the Lion. Interesting. And they're going to be picking up a Bloodthorn for the PL. Specialist's Array. Oh, doing a Hydra's Breath. Oh, very cool. Yep, Scepter on the bear.
Gold and sweet.
Okay, looks like this could be a high ground push. That's a smoke. They're coming up from behind. But yeah, they know that this push is coming.
Dire is kicking sweet hell out of Radiant's bottom tower.
This is going to be very interesting. How is this going to play out? Alright, looks like they're just going to go for this mid tier 2. Ooh, DD in the river, but nobody sees it. Okay, looking for a jump. There's the jump. There's the kick. Uranium Heart, but there's the Doppelganger coming out. There's the Snowball using Shard to get out of there. Stealing tag team. Here comes Praetor running out. I mean, the bear is just waiting, though. Like, the bear is, like, terrifying. No forfeits, though, so gotta be a little careful. Okay. Greg's coming out of their base a little bit. Juvu looking for the kick. Here's Praetor. Praetor going really deep here. There's the Thunder Strike. There's the jump by the bear. BKB and Enrage. There's the call. The time lapse on bear. Back into Praetor from where he was running. He's in a lot of trouble. There's the glimpse coming out. Praetor goes down to 4 beats. Here's a fight in the back. Ooh, Uranium Heart. Blink out from Strilling. I mean, yeah, Praetor was just so far away from his team. I don't know what he was doing there. Alright, without the axe, I suspect we're going to see some high ground action. Ooh, picking up a Timeless Conjurer's Catalyst. It's a good amount of magical damage. Ooh, yeah, Enchanter's Bauble. Very nice, some good neutral items, but oh, look out for this Tusk jump. This is, yeah, I don't know how they defend this without the axe. Look out, they got that down. There's the Strilling going under tier 4, is just looking for a catch. There's 4 beats ready to jump, whoever shows. That's going to be a tower down. Okay, what's going to happen here? There's the... I mean, I'm just waiting for it to kick off, honestly. It's going to be a very slow Rax. There's the fence. Earth Split, or Split Earth, not going to hit. There's CK ulti coming in to defend. And there's Rubik, I mean, Tusk, there he goes, he's going in, but there's the Static Storm onto 3. Gonna find it, Bear is in the back. There's the stun, though. Greg's gonna E-Blade. Who's going down? Weaver. Ami fell. Greg falls to 4 Fates. Uranium Heart's in the middle of it, but there's the axe onto 4 Beats as well. BKB. Uranium Heart almost go down, but using the shard to get out. 4 Beats gets the jump out, but Praetor now gets kicked out. Praetor in a bit of trouble, going right on Juvu though. Call onto 4 Beats, or 4 Fates, my bad. Praetor taking a lot of damage from Strilling. 4 Fates taking down Uranium Heart, now the one in trouble. Wait. Did he get glimpsed? That had to have been a glimpse. Just disappeared. It does get the racks. Very nice. Yeah, I got no cancel for TP. I mean, yeah, Strilling, again, just coming in with being really strong in these fights. Very nice. They're not being able to kill Uranium Heart, but, I mean, 4 Beats is also just insanely strong.
I am not a betting man, unless it's basketball, football, horse racing, rugby, cricket,
Hydra's Breath completed on Ami, very nice. That's all the tier 2s down. And we are exactly back where we were last game. It is tied up on towers.
If you're a fan of Radiant's top tower,
That's ridiculous. Yeah, just looking for this catch on Tusk with that kick. So anyone shows too close, they're just going to get kicked out.
not a betting man, unless it's basketball, football, horse racing, rugby, cricket, or curling. But if I was, I'd bet.
Oh, there's the Scepter. I didn't see Juvu building it, but that Scepter is going to be massive. Scepter on the Leshrac. I love it. Yeah, like, I don't know how Se7en is going to deal. Oh, jump onto the Weaver, but great snowball. Saving Ami. Gets the time-lapse up, and now Strilling, the one, is in trouble. Right on top, but there's... Oh, Ursa on Greg. Doesn't get the Ghost Scepter off, but that's Strilling down. The Bear is in there, but there is the Static Storm. Rubik falls. Uranium Heart is caught in the middle of it, trying to get Disruptor, but gets glimpsed back. Now he's the one in trouble right next to 4 Fates. 4 Fates picks up Uranium Heart. Now Ray is in trouble. Fall down to the Bear. 4 Beats chasing, but here comes the 2 buybacks. 4 Beats gets silenced and falls. Ami gets the time-lapse out, but there's the TP from 4 Fates out. Triple kill for Uranium Heart after that buyback. 4 Fates barely gets out. Holy crap. Yeah, that Orchid being really strong against the Bear here.
I'm sensing a pattern here.
Insane. So still tied up for towers. This tower took some decent damage though. Buyback on the Bear. And 4 Fates, but no one else. No buybacks on the rest of Deckers. So Bear could try buying back here if needed. Here we go. There's the Nihilism? It's a weird spell. 4 Fates, not really taking any damage. There's Split Earth, doesn't have the shard though. Going right on top of him, and gets pulled back into the center, stunned, just gets melted by all the illusions. Disruptor is here, doesn't have Scepter yet. This is going to be a Rax take. Strilling's coming up, so might be able to get a catch here. They're just going to go for end. No Bear, no Lesh. They have buybacks. They're both buybacks. Where's the Static Storm when you need it? Praetor just caught there. Doesn't have BKB yet. There's the 4 Beats into the middle of them. The Static Storm is dropped. Uranium Heart gets the Doppelganger off, but Ray is caught in the middle of it. There's the punch, pushing Praetor back in there. That's Ray and Praetor down for the count. Uranium Heart gets stunned. There's the dust to try and find it, but the Doppelganger takes it off. Ami just gets melted by the Bloodthorn. Strilling's taking a lot of damage, but here comes the Bear to finish off Uranium Heart. That's a dieback. I mean, we've seen this before, folks. The Ancient is exposed. Buybacks by 4 Beats and 4 Fates. I mean, if they die here, I mean, I don't know. I've said it before. I mean, Axe has buyback, so Praetor does have buyback. That's a Scepter on Disruptor. That's going to be big. No BKB on Praetor, though. They're going to go for bottom racks here. I mean, 4 beats is on half health, which is what I'm a little worried about.
Don't look now, but Radiant's bottom tower is getting obliterated.
Yeah, they are very split.
Radiant's bottom is casually
Alright, going for Megas here. Forfeit's going to be able to melt top pretty quickly. Are they willing to give up Megas to wait for Ray to come up with Axe? Looks like it. They got 20 seconds on the CK. I mean, if they can wait for 10 seconds, he doesn't have to buy back. Alright, tier 4's Megas. Tier 4, okay. Axe is now up. CK coming up in 5. There's the big call onto 2. That's a lot of damage with the Earth Spike. The figure comes out. Strilling's down. I believe that's a dieback. 4 beats is forced to run out with BKB. Gets the blink off. But 4 Staff Praetor into the split Earth. Oh, but their base is getting hit by creeps. Alright. There we go. That was a huge call. Yep, 85 Berserkers AoE. That was an insane call, dude. Holy crap. Yeah, but no buyback onto Strilling. Almost got Satanic on the bear. That's going to be huge. Going to be able to take off that Bloodthorn and give all the regen he needs. Okay, they're looking for Roche, actually. They're like, hey, we want Roche. Don't give Roche to the bear again. This is a very farmed Leshrac. Holy crap. Oh, Ami. We're literally right next to them, but nobody sees it. This is a very slow Roche without PL. Or CK. I mean, they have Megas, though. They gotta be careful of these Megas pushing into their base. Here comes PL. Now the Roche is gonna go much faster. It's not gonna roar because they haven't taken it before. So they're just not going to know about it. There it is. Uranium Heart gets the Aegis. There's so much on the ground. Refresher for Axe. That's going to be brutal. They have to protect their base, though. Against these Megas. Again, how they have tier 4s up. But how does this happen 2 games in a row? Where both bases are just almost completely obliterated. Absolutely ridiculous. 50 minutes on the clock. Satanic completed for the Ursa. I mean, like, they get a good static storm, and, you know, people be fucked. Okay, yep, got a few couriers waiting on some items. Axe going Octarine. Gonna be picking up Butterfly and Conda on the PL. Understandably so. AC on the CK. Going Hurricane Pike on the Rubik. I would not have guessed that. Very interesting. Very weird. Interesting. I'm here for it. Yeah, still can complete the Abyssal, so probably going to be looking for Abyssal Blade next on the Ursa. Okay, Torm is available. A big lull here in the late game. I think they just want to hit their next timings before they try to push high ground. And, well, they have Aegis on PL, so they're not really looking to fight into an Aegis PL. Which is completely fair. Yep, they're doing Torm. There it is. Ooh, Shard for Tusk, giving him Drinking Buddies. Very nice. I mean, yeah, it is down to the wire. see buyback statuses. Yep, no for Uranium Heart, but almost has it back up. 25 seconds. No for 4 beats and no for 4 fates. But no for Ray and no for Greg. So quite a few no buybacks on a few key people. But PL is getting his buyback back up here. Gonna be going Disperser on Weaver. Interesting.
Got it.
Gonna be a lot of mana drain with that Hydra's Breath. Alright, buyback is back up for PL. That's big. Alright, I mean, just waiting for something to give here. Right, they're looking for a catch. Are we gonna see a smoke here? There it is. 4-man smoke. Looking at Ami. Ooh, almost get caught by the Earth Spike. Oh, they're gonna find her. There's the thingamajig. Bloodthorn comes out. Not gonna be able to hit Raider. Not gonna be able to hit land the call. Getting struck by Scoochie. Oh no, one of the tier 4s falls to Creeps. Daedalus on Ami. God. And a DD. Okay, here we go. Aegis up in 30. Four Fates picking up the DD. Looking to maybe just brute force this, right? It's like, they are pretty strong. With Aegis ending up, there's the smoke. Oh boy. Uranium Heart's gotta be careful here. They know they're there. Oh no. Here they come. There it is. There's the stun and the jump with this Earth Spikes. BKB comes out. Nice save from Greg with the Earth Spikes. But there comes Strilling coming in with the Shivas trying to get a kick. Not going to be able to get there though. That tier 4 is going to fall to 4 Fates. He's just going to try to focus Ancients. They got to do something here. There's the jump from Axe onto 2. Juvu is immediately taken out. No Juvu. There's 4 Fates and 4 Beats taking down Rubik. That 4 Fates in the middle of all of this. There's the call. Ami trying to focus Ancients. They got to do something about her. That's Praetor down to 4 Fates. Aegis is getting hit. Multiple buybacks from multiple people. There's the Static Storm. Can the Aegis fall? So much is going on right now. Uranium Heart's stuck in the Static Storm, but there's a big call. There's a big split Earth. Buybacks are coming out left and right. Praetor, good call, but gonna fall. That's a dieback. Fort is used to try and stop Ami from just ending. There's the snowball into back Uranium Heart, and the Ancient goes down. Deckers wins the second game. GG. Man, my brain was stuttering there. I was like, what's going on? Nicely done. 1 for 1. Nicely done, everybody. I don't think I can do the third game, though. Yeah, it's getting a bit too late. 2-hour-long games. I gotta make sure I do not, mess up my sleep schedule too much. But insane games, like absolutely crazy games. Really well played. I'll look to maybe, hopefully, recast the third game tomorrow. If I'm able to. But yeah, it's just getting a bit too late for me. Sorry, guys. Yeah, insane game as well. I mean, honestly, I didn't give it MVP. Let's see. Let me do that real quick. It's like in progress. I can't see the end of it. Damn. No, here it is. I mean, yeah, Ami played really well. Disruptor played really well. Strilling has always played insanely well. Great comeback on this Leshrac Prater opened up that early game really well, and it was a really rough Rubik game for sure. The Lion, Greg played great online each time. Who do I? This is rough. This is really rough. Like I hate to do it honestly, just because it's a bear, but I think without the bear, without the 4 beats, right? I don't think they would have been able to pull this off. So for this one, I believe I will give MVP to 4 beats on Ursa. Well played, everybody. But yeah, that's gonna have to be it for me today. So good luck on the third game, and I will look to cast hopefully tomorrow. So if I'm able to. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.